sexy motherfucker. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad.
Get to it, strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet.
Nobody calls me yellow.
Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
She finna, oh, go best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. Yeah, you better. Oh, go best friend, that's my best friend.
Harris, we love you.
Hey, Holmes.
Hey, man, that's so, man.
I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. I think you better light it in here, man.
What?
These gas fumes, man.
Oh, man.
Hello everyone, I'm Britney Spears, and I want to give a shout out to Merleworld Cards for having me. And 2022 has been a big year for me, like having this little baby right here. But I have a bigger announcement than this. I've been having another little baby that I've been hiding right back here, and I want to share it all with you right now. And this one's for sale. It's a 2012 Leaf Pop Century autographed card of little old me. And if you want to find out more unique and oddball cards, then go to YouTube and subscribe to Merleworld Cards right now. And then go and hit the like button and ring that bell so you can tune into more Merleworld Cards. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. All right, rise and shine, everyone. It is Merleworld Card time. Welcome to Merleworld After Dark. As you can see behind me, I have two stands right now, courtesy of Don, the show locator. I got the king of pop, Michael Jackson. And on the other side, I've got the queen of pop, Britney Spears. And these could be yours once I get 1,000 subscriber, folks. Yes, I promise the show locator. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away these stand-ups to one of you fellow watchers, to my Merlin Maniacs. These can be yours once I get 1,000 subscribers. So I have Britney Spears over here and the king of pop, Michael Jackson, over here. So as you can tell by tonight's theme, it is music celebrity cards. And no better person to have as a guest to talk about music, and celebrity cards. I downed a drink during all that, during that promo, that beginning of the show. I needed a drink. No better to have a guest than everyone's favorite oddball card collector, Flippin' Steve. Here he is, everyone. Whoops, that's me. Give it up. There he is. Oh my gosh. Is that Flipping Steve? Or is that Axel? Axel Rose.
Yeah, right.
What's up, dude? Flipping Steve?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Robert Plant himself, man. Getting younger.
Oh, man. It feels good to have hair again, you know?
I
don't
know. It's very well conditioned as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, it caused me to run a little bit late for the podcast, but nothing more important than having your hair just right for when you're going to go live.
I know. I got my Prince t-shirt on, the sexy motherfucker one, as you can see here.
I got the Led Zeppelin. You know, I was looking for I have an MTV t-shirt from the 80s. I couldn't dig it out from anywhere. Just couldn't find it, but that was what I was going to go with.
Well, man, it's a thing to honor on a Friday night. I hope work wasn't too hard for you, so I hope you're not too exhausted. I know it's 10 o'clock your time. It's just 7 o'clock here on the West Coast. You can see it's still sunny, even though it's Merleworld After Dark. It's still sunny right now.
Oh, yeah.
So, dude, I hope you got a big collection of music cards, and hope you have some new stuff to show me tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, a lot of times I kind of keep you up to date when I get new stuff, so you've seen a lot of it probably. I've been getting a lot more celebrity, not just music, but, you know, a lot more actors and actress cards. Just cool, neat stuff. I show some of it. I don't show some of it, but I just like it. It's fun. It's super fun.
Yeah, I want to also let you know that, dude, you make a sexy J-Lo. You look better in that green dress than she did.
That wasn't that. Now, see, I was like looking at a lot of those. I was like, man, it kind of looks like my daughter minus the thin minus the 5 o'clock shadow. Minus the 5 o'clock shadow. I was like, man, but yeah.
So, where shall we begin, Steve? Let's talk to me about some music cards, man.
I've just been buying pretty much anything that I see, you know. The music cards, just a little, I guess, why I'm into the music cards so much. I have a bigger attachment to music than I do sports. I love sports. I grew up playing sports, all sports, athletics. In fact, sports probably kept me, you know, out of getting in a little, you know, trouble when I was younger. It's just what I occupied a lot of my time. But my memories all relate back to music. Like, music puts me in a place, it puts me with someone, it can you know, affects my emotions more than anything else. Just always have a big time attachment to music, something about it. I don't know if everybody feels that way, but so it makes me want to go out and pick up some of the cards, because sports cards, you know, are popular. You know, they're buy, sell, trade. You do all that with them. With my music cards, I just look for them and I like to find them. And every time I add one to my collection, you know, it happens more slowly than it does with other things, because part of finding the music cards is the hunt. It's really hard to find some of this stuff, especially in good condition. This stuff wasn't taken care of. Most of it was made for sticker books, so the stickers are stuck. So it's cool just when you can find something, you know, that's different, that you didn't know existed. A lot of times I come across a music card or a sticker and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that one existed. And like a Beastie Boys one I picked up recently.
Oh, nice.
And it's just where I am with it. In my collection, when I got all my stuff out tonight, I didn't realize how much I had until I got out all the stuff tonight for this live stream. And I'm like, wow, my stuff has really started to accumulate, because I took, you know, some of it was in my extra Zion case. I don't put it in my Zion case that I carry to the shows. My overflow case, some of it was in, you know, your cardboard boxes that you put slabs in. And then some of it was
like what we call a shoebox.
Yeah, and then some of it were the slabs that were bigger, like the really big PSA slabs.
Oh my God, those are huge.
That don't really fit anywhere. So I have these just in a stack, you know, on the on one of my stands that has card box on it. So I pulled all of it together, plus all of the stuff that I sent home, all my ComC stuff, which was a lot of actors and actress cards that I've been picking up. And I sat down and I was like, wow, I've accumulated a lot of stuff. But it's awesome that I've accumulated all this. You know, it actually feels like a good collection now. Like when I first started, it was like, oh, I got a couple cards and I show them to people. to me, it's no longer Oddball. You know, I used to do videos, music stickers, Oddball, this, that, and the other. Now it's just more non-sports. It's not odd to me to buy music cards, to buy celebrity cards, to buy 7-Eleven Slurpee discs of 38 special, right?
Oh my gosh!
It's just, it's just fun. You know, when you see something really, really neat, like what I have here, I have like this is a Journey 7-Eleven disc.
Oh,
where
wow.
It has Steve Perry and then the band.
Now, do you know what year that was?
I'm not 100% sure. I have a whole bunch of them, like almost the whole set from the Slurpee discs.
Now, where were you finding those? On like eBay or where?
I just found them on eBay because I was looking for sports Slurpee discs because I collect weird stuff. And Dan Marino has a Slurpee disc, and I just typed in Slurpee
that. I know
disc.
you were buying those.
Yeah, and the music ones popped up, and I was like, wow, I got to have this for my music collection. And even if they weren't, you know, I bought them all in a lot, even some of bands that I'm not super huge fans of. Like, here's a Bryan Adams. I'm not super huge Bryan Adams fan.
So these are definitely from the 80s.
Yeah, but, well, Loverboy, I like Loverboy. You got some Loverboy. Ozzy, it shows him as
Oh, that's a cool one of Ozzy. Nice.
Yeah. They're tough to see on the camera, but Huey Lewis and the News.
Are those lenticular or what?
Yeah, they're lenticular, so it shows them as by themselves, like the lead singer. It shows Steve Perry, and then if you're able to flip it, it shows the whole band. Like that.
That was a sign of things to come.
Now, some of them are a little bit different. Like Ozzy, it shows Ozzy right here kind of with Randy Rhoads, and then when you flip it, it shows him turn into the Wolfman.
Oh, wow.
The other one that's kind of cool is I have a Dio one. I'm not sure where I put it.
No, they went up full metal at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, not sure where the I have a Dio one that's one of my favorite ones. Some of them just say like the band name, and when you flip it, it goes to a picture of the singer. Like Dio's just says Dio. When you flip it, it shows him. Probably my most recent one was the Chicago one, which I showed the other night.
I remember.
My most recent, and this was a 1972 Cantanti, and I didn't know Chicago had a sticker. But I found it. It was already graded in a PSA 7, and I'm like,
what year was this?
This is 1972.
Okay, and Panini makes Cantanti, correct?
Yes, Panini Cantanti, 1972, PSA 7. And when you anytime I stumble onto something like this, I just buy it. It's just, I probably never see it again. And it was already graded. It's so hard to even find the stuff raw. I mean, I don't know if you look for a lot of, you look for a lot of the 68 stickers like Rolling Stones and The Who and Jimi Hendrix, and you can't even find them ungraded. Sometimes you stumble across them in slabs, but to find them raw or in high grade, it's nearly impossible.
No, and then when you find them and then you send them out to grade and they just come back like the worst grades ever. Regardless if you send them to SGC or PSA, they just come back like 2, 3s, and 4s. It's just like, ugh, really?
Yeah, and typically when you stumble onto one of them, you search that seller's listings. It's always usually the same person. It's usually always the same person that you end up buying a majority of your stuff from, because not many people buy and sell this stuff. You know that because this is one of the things that you specialize in, and it's one of the things that really gets you attention at the shows because people can walk along and see the same names and same faces throughout the showcases at a show, and then they come up to a showcase that's just full of a bunch of cards that they never even knew existed.
So true. It's so true. Steve, let's give a shout out to some of the audience members before we continue on, okay? Derek is in the house. He was the very first one. Derek DeSalvo. Good to see you. Derek, hit me up on Instagram, please, if you have Instagram. Sin City Cards. Merle in the house. And so is Steve. He said, laughing out loud. I guess he liked the video. Then I think he saw you, Steve. Card Vibe. I can't unsee that.
Oh, I think he was watching your intro.
Yeah, okay. And then Card Market Media. Are you waiting on flipping Steve, or are you waiting on Steve and saying flipping in a Napoleon Dynamite voice? There's Purple Haze. Disturbing but funny. I love podcasts. Good to see you, buddy. We love Merle. Thank you so much, man. He's the funny emoji. That MJ would be sweet to have. Yes, it would. So hopefully you're watching still on my shows when I finally one day get 1,000 subs. Card Market Media. Thank you so much, man, for watching my show tonight. Uh-oh, someone's showing the concert symbol. Purple Haze. Trader Griffs, what's up from Southern California, dude? He's always watching our shows. And he wants to know, is that Richie Sambora to our right? No, it's Flippin' Steve with nice conditioned hair. Vintage Lord, yay. Glenn Danzig. That's also Steve. Purple Haze, what are your guys' favorite 80s music videos? Steve, what is your favorite 80s music videos?
One of the first ones I can really remember, I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but one of the first ones I can really remember is like the Footloose video.
True.
From the 80s.
84, yep.
I was a big, huge fan of the Jump video by Van Halen.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
Because David Lee Roth was just awesome on that one. And let's see, not quite 80s. Guns N' Roses' Paradise City was always a big time video for me.
Oh, that was a good
right.
one.
Yeah, that was right around the time that MTV was doing the dial MTV, and you kind of knew during a certain part of the day what videos were going to come on, and I always made sure I was there to air guitar to the Paradise City. Another big one was like Metallica 1. That video was on forever. So yeah, a lot of those. Yeah, I remember a lot of the 80s videos, but you know.
I mean,
the Thriller video.
Oh, definitely, because I was going to roller skating, events during that time when Thriller came out, and they would have a big, a big ritual about it, and they were like, okay, and everyone, they would get on the PA, it's time for the Thriller video, and everybody would skate into the center, and then a big screen would come down from the ceiling, and they would show the Thriller video, and there'd be like hundreds of kids in the center. And you would, everybody would get so excited and watch the Thriller video. And they, it was like a long form version because it's what, John Landis, right? Because how long was that video? Like 20 minutes?
Man, it was really long.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson always had a lot of like really good videos. He was known
so
for
awesome.
he was known for having tons of really good videos that were like productions almost. More so than the regular average music video.
Yeah, and it was like groundbreaking too, because he was definitely one of the first black artists to be on MTV. As well, him and Prince were.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, definitely. Because
yeah,
he broke the mainstream through it because his music had the rock, the sound to it. Because they were pretty much primarily just rock videos until he came along.
Yeah, I believe even Eddie Van Halen, I think, played in some of his, like,
yes,
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so true. And then Prince, he started making that rock sound as well through, 1999.
Yeah, and then Prince hit the Purple Rain movie, and everything really kind of took off for him after that.
Yeah, like 1984 for me was probably one of my favorite music years. I was 14 years old, and man, like, everything was about music videos at that point. Everything was. So it had a huge impact for me. Here's Ink Paper Wax Collector. This is going to be a classic tonight. Yes, it is. Look at that guy to my right, man. He looks classic. Classic right there. Sin City Cards. What's up, gentlemen? How guys rock. Elbow cough. Oh, yeah. Trader Griffs. Van Halen Hot for Teacher was a pretty good 80s video. Yeah, what was it? A kid would go up to the bus, Waldo. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Waldo. Yeah.
What's up, Waldo? Purple Haze at Trader Griff's. Classic one for sure. Purple Haze, Trader Griff's. As a kid, I was always the Open to Yankee Rose video. It was funny as hell. That was definitely, mid-80s when David left. Okay, that was thing one.
Yeah.
Cousin Lovin', great intro, Merle. Waiting to see some cool stuff tonight. Yes, we got some, between us two, we definitely, have some great collections. I'm very proud. Oh my gosh. Here, Steve, I don't know if you've been watching our shows, but I have a whole Merleworld, doppelganger, Merleworlds all over the world.
Yeah.
Here it is, man. Oh my gosh. Merleworld cards, Myanmar. Best wishes from Merle International. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Rara knows. Hello, Merle and Steve. Is this the right place for the pumping? Oh, you know it, man. Pumping, music cards, all we can. Steve, how many music cards does it take before you're dumping music cards?
How many does it take?
Yeah, how many music cards does it take before you're dumping music cards? What's the quota?
I don't know.
One?
I don't want the music cards to get worth money. I don't want it to get to the point where these are expensive. You know what I mean? I really enjoy my music and celebrity cards.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I don't want them to get so expensive that I can't buy them anymore.
Ink, paper, wax collector, 86 Dandy Rockin' Bubble, worth picking up. I don't know much about those cards. Steve, do you can you elaborate on the 86 Dandy Rockin' Bubble?
I have one card from that set. It's right here. It's one of my newest cards, and it's the Eddie Murphy.
Oh, can you show that a little better? Oh yeah, that card.
Let me see.
Because you're having a little glare.
I have very good lighting. But it's just an Eddie Murphy card. It says Dandy Rockin' Bubble on the back. It's kind of like a playing card. The rest of the cards in the set also have celebrities on them. The Eddie Murphy says the Joker.
Now, would that be considered his rookie card, or?
It's the earliest card of him that I can find. But then again, I'm not super educated on some of these, because you'll think that you have somebody's earliest card, and then all of a sudden something from overseas or something will pop up, and you'll be like, man, I didn't know that had came out. A couple of the other popular from this set that I do not have is the Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
She has an 86. She has an 86 in this, which is a nice photo. And then she has later 88, 89 Panini Smash Hit stickers that a lot of people think are like her first ones. But I know that and I don't know if it's her first one, but I know she's in this 86 Rockin' Bubble set. There's also a really cool Michael Jackson in there. It's by far definitely not Michael Jackson's first card, but it's a really good picture of him because he's wearing his red zipper jacket and stuff.
Ooh.
And I think it shows his glove. It's the quintessential Michael Jackson photo.
Now, is this a domestic set or is this an import set?
I'm not sure. I mean, I believe it's domestic.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. And then I know there's an Elton John card in there too that has a good image on it too, and it's no way that it's his first rock card or sticker either, but it's just a cool card.
Nice.
With my music cards, it's not like I'm buying rookies. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm looking for somebody's first rookie, Eddie Murphy rookie, or if it's a singer, Snoop Dogg rookie or something like that. I'm just looking for anything. I just collect all of them.
But it's interesting to know if you have that knowledge.
Oh, yeah, it would be cool to know.
So Purple Haze, he loves the Peter Gabriel Sledgehammer video, was solid. And so was the Steam one, too. All those videos from him back in the 80s. Diversified collectibles. I like the 86 Dandy, personally. He likes those, too. Oh, gosh. Merle, you can jump on, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. This guy. Brian Basketball is also. Michael Beta was also cool. Anything of Michael's was cool. Toa. Black and White was long. Yes, it was. But it was a cool video, too. Purple Haze. MJ has the best videos for sure. Insane budgets. Brian Adams. What's up, dude? Speaking of Brian Adams, what's up, Peace? Merlin, did you see those photos in the book of Elvis I found? I posted in my IG. Brian, I haven't seen them yet, but I will take a look. Been so busy this week. Yeah, that Thriller was nuts, wasn't it, man?
Yeah. I actually remember as a kid, I think watching the Thriller video for the first time kind of scared me a little bit.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, like when he turned around and he had the eyes, it looked like a wolf. The wolf eyes were in.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh, at the end, yeah, that got scary even for me.
Well, and they had Vincent Price. Vincent Price did like the voiceover, and Vincent Price was classic horror movie stuff, and he even did the laugh at the end. When Michael Jackson looks back at the camera and has the yellow eyes in, like when you thought it was all a dream, and then he turns back at the end and he has the eyes and it has the laugh. But yeah, Vincent Price did that.
Right. Let's see. Oh, it's got Papa Jim here. What's up, dude? Looking good, boys. Thank you, Papa Jim. You should pull out your wig, dude. Join in some rock and roll fun. How about some Jesse from the outfield? Didn't the lead singer, he just passed away recently, didn't he?
Yeah. Does he mean Josie, right?
Josie.
Yeah.
Far away from home or whatever.
Josie's on vacation far away.
Far away.
Yeah.
Don't make me sing. It's terrible. Todd B., how much of these music cards from the 70s and 80s were made overseas? A lot, weren't they, Steve?
Yeah, because you have a lot of the 50s and 60s prints that were like Swiss, Dutch prints that were printed over in like Holland and things like that. And then right into like the Panini 60s stickers, late 60s, like Panini Contanti first year was 68. And those were all printed in Italy. And then all the way up until when Panini finally started printing them like in the States, which was probably around 85, pretty much everything rock music was printed overseas. Like for the stickers, it was mostly just stickers for sticker books. There was not like actual cards of much of it. Unless it was like a gimmicky set, like playing cards or something like that, but there wasn't an actual product.
And see us here. Okay, we saw that. Let's see, Brian Basketball's Johnny Depp was in Tom Petty's video. Not Tom Perry's, Tom Petty's. Yes, he was.
Which one?
It was the one, oh my gosh, I blanked out. It was the one from the early 90s.
Not Free Falling or
not was. Oh, I totally have blanked out, but it was around the same time.
Yeah, I can't think of his songs.
Oh my gosh, totally blanked out. If anybody knows, let me know. And I can hear it in my head too, and I can't get it out of my mouth. I hate when that happens. But I can see the video as well. I think. Oh, was it Into the Great Wide Open?
Oh, maybe.
Yes. I think it was. Sin City Cards, what do you guys think of the 2013 Fleer Retro Intimidation Nation set for Marvel? There's 20 in the set, and I've grabbed 16 so far. I know that the same set in basketball sells for a good amount. Steve-O?
I have one card from that set. The big difference between the basketball Intimidation Nation and the Marvel Intimidation Nations is, I believe, the Intimidation Nation in the basketball are like one in probably 300 and some packs, where in the Marvel they're closer to like maybe one a box or one every 2 boxes, so maybe one every 48 packs. But you also got to remember that the print runs on the Marvel were way lower, so it probably balances out to be about the same print run. Easier to pull from packs, but about the same print run, just because they didn't print nearly as much Marvel product as they did. I only own one of those cards. I actually have it in my last PSA submission gone in, and that's a Thanos that I bought. They're kind of pricey if you want to buy them on the secondary market. I don't like the value for the secondary raw card price. So for me at this point, because a lot of Marvel cards have seen popularity growth, even with the pullback of the PMGs, there's been other popularity growth on other sets. For instance, the Intimidation Nation.
Okay.
But for me, when I was buying Marvel cards, it was all about the price point that it was at. I wasn't about chasing the inflated prices on PMGs, and I'm not about chasing inflated or heightened prices on the Intimidation Nation at the moment. they're neat looking cards. They're popular because of the basketball card. But again, it's all in what you got to pay for it. And when I look at Intimidation Nations and I see them selling raw of higher end characters between $200 and $300, to me that's not something that I am willing to spend or buy at that price now. When I bought my Thanos, it was more like a $25 card. It just made more sense then.
Gotcha. Okay,
they're nice cards. They look really good. I don't know where your value is at if you're buying them at today's raw card prices. Even if you were to grade them and they graded high, you're running a really high risk of getting in, on a card when it's already kind of inflated.
Nice. Sugar Performance, Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It video was epic. Yes, I love that. And they had the guy that was from Animal House. And then he redid his lines at the beginning. What is that? A Twisted Sister pin on your uniform? I always love that beginning of the video.
Yeah.
What kind of man are you? What do you want to do with your life? And he's like, I want to rock. Man. Purple Haze Steve, would you rather have a super rare music card or a super rare album? That's a tough one.
I don't collect vinyl. So for an album, it would have to be something very, very specific. Maybe signed, are we talking about signed by a band? Something that has a special, panels when you open it or something like that. An original in package, unopened, pristine condition, maybe Dark Side of the Moon album from Pink Floyd or something like that. Original. Because, that album is still one of the hottest selling albums. I think it still makes the charts every year for albums continuing to be sold. And then I guess you're comparing it to a certain card. Again, there's certain cards that I know that are out there that I'd like to get. There's a card that I really, really want that my little brother has, and I've never seen another one come across eBay.
What is this? Do tell.
He has, I have this one in front of me right here. This is a Don Russ Americana, and this is a silver Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah, you posted that just recently, didn't you?
Yeah, numbered out of 50. Ooh. He has the Quentin Tarantino autograph numbered out of 20.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that's a card that I would really like. I think that one's pretty cool. But it's hard to say because I don't know what's out there. It's so hard to say, do I want a really rare music card? Of course I do, but I don't even know everything out there that exists to pinpoint and say that's the one that I want. I typically am in the mode where I'm like buying 80% of everything that I see. And that's not even a lot because you don't see a lot. I could go on eBay and buy 80% of the nice music cards that I see and maybe only make 2 or 3 purchases in a 1 or 2 week period just because you never see it.
That's so true, man. That's so true. Yeah, I think before I got into cards, it would definitely be a super rare album. I still would look for albums because I do collect vinyl. Because, before I was a DJ before, so I always collect vinyl, be it, dance music or just, rare vinyl collections. Mm-hmm. But, now that I started collecting cards, that's brought on a whole nother, form of collecting. So it's pretty tough. It depends on what it is. And just scrolling eBay the other day, I found that, and you commented that it was Tom Hanks's first card. I had found that Hostess chip set. I know.
With small cards in it. And I didn't know this existed. I just typed in celebrity cards and just scroll eBay and look and stuff pops up that I didn't know existed. And I was like, man, that's really cool. It's got Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and Tom Hanks, John Candy, who I really liked. A lot of people nowadays don't know him, but I was like, super sweet. And it was a big set. They were still sealed in the wrappers, you can see.
Oh, wow. Look at you, man.
Yeah, so the cards have never been removed from the wrappers.
No, they haven't. And those are from Hostess, folks. Those come out of like Hostess Twinkies and Hostess products from the 80s.
And I spent $20 for the complete set. I mean, I can't go buy a decent sports card, one decent sports card right now that I really thoroughly enjoy for $20. And I bought that complete set of something I didn't even know existed for $20.
Now, do you think you'll get those graded or keep them as is in the package?
You know, I contemplated that. I even have them in card savers. The thing is that they're sealed.
Yes.
If I wanted to get them graded, I think I would go and try to buy some that were already opened, because I think having them sealed actually makes them a little bit more special.
Mm-hmm. They're so tiny, too, like no bigger than your thumb.
Yeah, like, okay, so this is a typical size sticker. Now, we all know stickers are smaller than cards.
Is that Pacino?
That's a 1976.
Sorry, De Niro. That's De Niro, right?
No, that's Pacino. That's the 76 Pacino.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the size comparison for one of these to a sticker. And we all know stickers are almost about 2/3 the size of a card. This is about half the size, if not smaller, than a sticker.
That's crazy, man. Okay, diversified collectibles. I have the full Dandy set with doubles of MJ and Eddie Murphy. That's pretty cool, man. When'd you get that all set together? Toa in the house. What's up, buddy? Remember when Michael Jackson had his music video debut on network TV instead of MTV? Yes, I sure do. That was the black and white video, wasn't it? It came on, I think, after one of the shows, I think on Fox. I think in Living Color or something. Do you remember, Steve? It was like 91.
I remember, but I'm not 100% on the. I'm not 100% on the song.
Yeah.
Was it that one?
It was black and white, but I think it was after like in Living Color or The Simpsons or something. But I remember waiting for it. We were all excited.
I don't get the songs or the videos mixed up,
Mm-hmm.
but Black or White and Remember the Time, I just remember those coming out like close to each other. And I remember like Eddie Murphy being in the Remember the Time video, and that one was like a big production as well.
And do you remember though, I think it was black and white at the end of the video that he started beating up the cars and everything, and that created a lot of controversy. And then they ended up removing that at the end of the video.
Okay.
He started hitting he had a crowbar and was bashing the cars, and it kind of pissed a lot of people off. So they removed that part of the video.
Okay.
You're like, oh, poor Michael. Diversified collectibles. Most of them were made overseas. Dutch gum, early Panini smash hits, etc. Yes, they were. Purple Haze, that Toa. I can barely remember when MTV still played music videos. And I remember when MTV first debuted back in 81. And from then on, I watched the music videos almost every single day, all the time. Because I was just 11 years old. That shows you how old I am. And I watched 80 videos all the time. And I remember almost every station had like a countdown music video, like top 10 all the time. And I would record it on my VCR, all the top 10, music video countdowns. And I was obsessed with music videos back then. And I would always, like your hair, Steve, I would shop at like Merry-Go-Round and Chess King. Do you remember those places?
I remember Merry-Go-Round, yeah, because I remember some of the clothing sets you could get there. There was one called Skids back in the day. You would have to go to
Skids.
You would have to go to Merry-Go-Round and get Skids, and they were like a shirt and pants matching.
Yes.
Set.
Yes.
And they had like the little the logo was like the skid mark sign that you see like on the road.
Yes, dude. Ink Papers Wax Collector Dandies are a Denmark company. Okay. So the card that Eddie Murphy that was the Dandy, correct?
Yes, that's a Dandy.
So they're from Denmark then. Don't Come Around Here No More. But I think Don't Come Around Here No More is from 85, isn't it?
I'm not sure of the years on Tom Petty.
Okay.
But see, that was the video.
Running Down a Dream.
That was the video where it was like he was like in Alice in
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Yeah, that's 85, 84, 85.
So I think that's where the person's getting mixed up because remember Johnny Depp played the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's 85. Yeah. That's before Johnny Depp was even known. I mean, I think he had already done Nightmare on Elm Street, but that was about it. Running Down a Dream was the animated video. Remember that one?
I remember the song, but not so much.
It is. It's Great Wide Open, Purple Haze. I'm pretty sure it is. And I think one of the sisters, oh gosh, what's her name? The one from like Network, I think was in the video too. She played like the agent. Remember, it told like an entire story. Remember, it was like an entire story, about Hollywood and being burned by Hollywood.
The song was a story. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
What was the one of the sisters from Network? What was her name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Does Tom Petty have any cards out there? I haven't seen any Tom Petty in Heartbreaker.
Brian Basketballs. Yes, it was Into the Great Wide Open. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to miss shit in Dallas, dude. Feed the Gods, Aaron. Good evening, gents. What's up, buddy? We got to get through these questions real quick so we can show some cards everyone. I know y'all been waiting to see Steve and I's great collections, so let's get through these questions. Chris Tamura, do you think Leaf Pop Century is a good product to invest in? Well, of course, it depends on who the actor or the musicians are, the celebrities are. Do you agree, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, invest in. I mean, it's cool to collect. Investing, I don't know. I don't know what the investment potential of any of this stuff is. I've never even thought about it, honestly. This is, sports cards. When I go into a sports card, I have an end game for it. I'm always like, is this intended to be collected? Am I hoping this goes up in value so I can sell it? Things like that. When I go into one of these types of cards, I don't have an end game for it. I'm like, I like this and I want to buy it. So are they cool to collect? Yes. If you can find like a cool, your favorite actor or something, if you can find an autograph of them, because there's not a lot of that type of stuff out there. With it being a Leaf product, here's one thing that I could say if you are looking to invest in it. With it being a Leaf product, typically Leaf products don't get a lot of love. Even if they're nice cards with great autographs on them. We've already heard that Fanatics wants to eventually put out a Pop Century set. They've talked about that.
Oh, they do?
They've talked about that openly. So if they were to put out a high-end pop culture type set, not a Pop Century set, but a pop culture set, along the lines of like a Flawless or something that had really high-end cards in it that were numbered and autographed and had relics and things on them, I could see those being the first things that somebody would chase. And the Leaf stuff still kind of being like, I'd buy Leaf if that's what I can afford. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if a bigger, better, bolder, grander product came out, I could see it completely overshadowing the Leaf and the Leaf never really gaining any momentum. Doesn't mean that they're not cool cards to collect and have. I mean, I have one right here. It's the only one I have. I have a John Travolta auto.
Nice. It's kind of like a
Leading Men, So this is his Vincent Vega
prism look to it.
Yeah, and it's numbered out of 10. But again, just like any other parallel, I mean, it's not like he has 10 autographs in the set. He has a bunch more. It's just this blue ice one's out of 10. But then he might have a red one and an orange one.
Out of 10.
So there's more and more of them. And they are sticker autos, unfortunately. Most of the time, all of these are sticker autos. You got to take what you can get with this stuff. You can't be picky with this type of stuff as much as you can sports cards. It's just not the options. With like sports cards, there's just tons of options. If you like Luka Doncic, go to a card show and you have options. Or Tom Brady.
That's so true.
Whoever it is, go to a card show. If you say, I have $1,000 that I want to spend on Tom Brady, you can go to a card show and you have options until you find the card that you want. And you may even get to the point to where you're so overwhelmed that you decide, you end up coming to a point where you can't make a decision and you don't buy any.
I know that feeling all too well.
Because you can't make a decision.
That's me
You
half
just
the
don't
time.
have you just don't have many options on this type of stuff. So, again, that's what makes it cool and it makes it easy. It's easy because it's neat for me. It's easy because it's typically inexpensive, and it's easy because I don't really have many other options. If I want an Eddie Vedder card, I got to get his Argentina Rock card, right?
Yes. So true. Now, have you found much music cards at card shows?
I have not. And every time that I hear that there is some, I can never track them down. I was told that there was some in Atlanta, and I never found the person that supposedly had them.
Oh, that's right. That was the guy who was coming up to me. And
Yeah.
selling me stacks of them. The Snoop
And you
Dogg's
always-
and the LL Cool J's and the Beyonce's and all the other stuff.
Yeah, you have some of them, and I mean, you know firsthand as being the type of person that deals in these types of cards, that a lot of times when you set up at shows with this stuff, you probably don't have a lot of competition.
No, not at all. And then when I was at the Del Mar show 2 weeks ago, I meant those were what sold the best. I mean, there were like lower grades. I mean, like 6s and 7s, but I got them back from PSA and SGC, and they sold for like, $150, $200, but they sold very well. My Nirvanas, my Snoop Dogg's, my, things that were LL Cool J. I forget what else I sold, but the Snoop Dogg's were probably the best sellers. But the lower end graded ones, now, because if you get something that's a higher grade, especially of the penny stickers, it's going to have a higher premium price to it.
Right.
So no one went, and I do have a couple that are like a 9. I don't really have a 10, but if you're going to get something that grade, it's going to have a higher premium price to it. So no one wanted to pay it, but people wanted to own that card. So
Right.
they were willing to, shell out $150 to $200 for that card.
Yeah, from first-hand experience, speaking for myself, because I buy these. So the way that I buy these is the grade doesn't necessarily always mean a whole lot to me.
Exactly.
If it's slabbed and graded, period, because like I said, it's even hard to find them in raw condition. The Snoop Dogg stickers and stuff like that aren't hard to find in raw condition, but they are hard to find in good condition. I think they come out of the pack collated poorly. So I think they come out of the pack in bad condition. But like I said, the very first time I ever ran across this 89 Beastie Boys, which I thought their first card was like the 92 Pro set. And then I knew that they had individual cards from one of the Panini sticker sets, but I had found an 89 of the whole group.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
I've never even seen the sticker raw before. And the first time I found it was graded and it was in a 6, but I didn't care about that 6.
No.
I cared about the sticker, and I had to pay a little bit for this. I think I paid $150 for this.
They're really tough to find raw. I've been looking for some, and I think someone had one raw in auction, and I lost the auction.
Right. And my thought when I bought this for $150 wasn't, oh man, that's $150. I can flip that in 3 months for $200 or $250. My thought was, I've never seen that before. I grew up on the Beastie Boys, the License to Ill album, and I've never seen that. I don't care about the grade. I want to buy it. I want to put it in my collection.
Oh yeah, I mean, they were
And that's
right
not the
down my
approach,
alley. I grew up with them.
And I don't take that approach on every card, especially when it comes to sports cards. When it comes to this stuff, that's kind of my approach is I just buy it.
So Vintage Lord Steve then wants to know, which member of the Beastie Boys do you like the most?
Man, that's hard to say. I don't know if I can pick.
Me either.
Because they're not.
They're like
only
a team.
Exactly. If you separate them, they're not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Could they have solo careers? I don't know, but
They never had solo careers.
That's what I mean. It's like if you take one of them away, you lose an ingredient of together. The three of them together were like magic, but if you separated them, you never know what you might have
And that's why
got.
they never performed after what's his face passed
But
away.
they were also different. They were also different that they complemented each other so well.
Exactly. Yeah, and I had the privilege to see the two of them do their stage show where they did the book. Did excerpts from the book, and that was, with Mixmaster Mike, and they should have done that in like a Broadway play. That was totally amazing. That was about 4 years ago. Oh my gosh! And if they ever do that again, you have to see it. It was incredible, very incredible. Let's see what else we got here. We gotta show some cards, Steve. Ink, paper, wax collector Rockin' Bubble is about $3 to $3.50 a box and has 90 packs containing 3 cards each. Oh, that's it. Wow, that's it.
So 270 cards for that much. It's
Purple Haze wants to know, Steve, do you have any Stones, Beatles, or Elvis cards?
I do not have any Beatles or Elvis. The reason why is because they're two of the biggest names in music. So, of course, they have collectors. And I'm not just talking about card collectors.
Yes, just
There's
memorabilia collectors in general.
Merchandise, they just collect anything with the Beatles on it, anything with Elvis on it. So a lot of times when I've bid on some Beatles cards. I've never bid on an Elvis card. I've bid on some Beatles stuff, but I've always lost. I do have a Rolling Stones. In fact, one of the very first I ever bought that almost got this rolling for me was, let me say, I don't have Beatles, but I do have a card here.
Well,
so
go ahead.
I have a 1980 Panini Rock and Pop collection of Paul McCartney.
Oh, that's sweet. Can you angle it a little more in front? Well, you got your glare. There you go. Oh, that's cool. What year is that again?
This is 1980.
80?
I do
Okay.
believe that this is Paul McCartney first time by himself, with not the Beatles, and it is made by Panini. But I don't have a full Beatles card,
Now,
just off Paul McCartney.
Steve,
and I have.
go ahead. Sorry, Steve.
Oh, and the Rolling Stones that I have is the '68 Panini Contanti and a PSA 9.
Oh, I remember that from you. You've shown that.
This
to
was
me
one of the
before.
first ones I ever bought, and it was so dirt cheap. And this goes to show you about how I collect these. When I bought this, it was $75. And again, I bought it because I had never seen it. The pop count on it was like 2. There may be 3 and a PSA 10 and also 1 PSA 10 now, but when I bought it, the pop count was like 2. I was like, I'll never see that again, and it's $75.
Nice.
I was offered at the Dallas show in person $1,500 cash for this.
What? Really?
And I didn't. Yeah, and I didn't sell it. So
$1,500.
That's kind of one of the stickers that started my collection. And I'm just like, as of right now, if I needed the money, that could have been, maybe I would have sold it.
But you didn't need the money.
I didn't need the money. I really enjoyed the card. And at the time, like I said, it was one of my only stickers that I had, and it was in my Zion case with my sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always garnered a lot of attention. Even if people never wanted to buy it or anything, they always got to it, and they were like, "Oh, that's really cool. Never seen that before."
Right.
And that was kind of my approach when I bought it. I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen that before." And then there was somebody that really made me a strong offer on it. And if I was strictly in for the money and for the flip, that card would have been sold. But
yeah,
just wasn't ready to let go of it yet.
You may have regretted it down the road, right?
Yeah, I mean, as I sit here right now, and this was over a year ago, because this was the Dallas show in May last year, I don't regret not selling it a year later. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I still have it. If I would have sold it, I wouldn't have that story to sit here and tell you guys.
I know, right?
I would just be telling Diversified Collectibles, who asked the question, right? I'd just be telling him, no, I had a Rolling Stones card, but I sold it. You know what I mean?
Well, and Purple Haze, too.
Oh, Purple Haze. Oh,
Yes.
Purple Haze. Yeah, that's who asked the question. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got this one here. I actually bought this one the last Dallas card show. This is a 78 Swedish Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like their Dr. Sergeant Pepper's. And then, Steve, I don't know if you've seen these. I've been wanting to share these with you. I literally just got these in the mail yesterday. These are import from Italy. I don't know if you know anything about these. These are from 1973 Panini OK VIP. And I think these are like a large playing card or something. But this, I'm going to get these graded out. You tell me if I should send them to SGC or PSA. This is the Beatles. It's like animated. Can you check that out?
I've seen a couple of those. I've seen a Jimi Hendrix.
Right, I have that one too, but this is a jumbo one. See how big it is?
Okay.
So it's got a blue back to it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
But there's like the smaller sticker ones, which you've seen, I know. I think you've seen one of mine before, the Jimi Hendrix.
That must be
You've
what
seen
I've
this
seen.
animation. But I've never seen these big ones, like this playing card size. That's not cracked. That's the sleeve. So if you see all those wrinkles and everything, that's from the card sleeve. That's the only one I could find for this card. I didn't know it was going to be that big. And then I have an Elvis one too. Check that out. But I love the animation on it, don't you?
Yeah.
So these are from 73 OK VIP. You can search these. There's different forms of these on eBay if you can find these. And again, they have the blue back to them. But there's also a smaller sticker form of these too. Which are pretty cool.
Yeah, I had seen a sticker form of the Jimi Hendrix on eBay that was actually kind of pricey.
It was? Yeah, I have that one too somewhere. I'll show that one somewhere down the road when we start showing some more cards here. Because I'll make a little noise. When Steve starts showing his, I'll pull some of mine out. Let's see here. Cousin 11. I've been buying some foreign pocket calendars of different music artists. Oh, cool. They are a little bigger size than a regular trading card. Not sure if any company will grade them. Well, if you saw the ones I just showed you, these right here, I mean, look at that. I mean, versus a regular card. I mean, that's much bigger. But, SGC and PSA will grade these. Correct, Steve?
I've never sent to them, so I'm not sure. The only thing I've ever had rejected from...
That is a Panini brand.
Okay, yeah, then they should.
Yes. But I don't know what he's talking about, the foreign pocket calendars. Do you know anything about those, Steve?
I do not.
No. Let's see here. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Brian Basketballs. I'm ripping a 93 American Bandstand pack. Oh, wow. Looking for Devo. Do you have any Devo cards, Steve?
I don't, but there's a local shop around where I live that's like an old school vintage toy store / it's called Gadgets type store. And sometimes they have old packs, and last time I was in there, they had the American Bandstand packs.
So I wonder, is that the earliest cards they have? They don't have anything from the early 80s during Whip It? Brian Basketball goes, dang, flippin' Steve, I need some of that hair tonic you've used. Oh, AI Sports, nice outfit, Steve. Yes, he is, with beautiful conditioned hair, man. It grows overnight. Feed the gods. What's your thoughts on RPAs for non-sports cards? Marvel, TCG, Star Wars, etc. Like rookie patch autos. I guess they're pretty good. I mean, I have one of Pamela Anderson I'll show later. And I think I've had some of the MCU characters. Steve, have any?
I have one relic card for music. I have some autographed of celebrities. The only relic card I have for music. Let's see. I have it out.
Okay.
Here somewhere in these stacks and stacks of stuff.
Yeah, it did well with the MCU characters. But they all sold at the last Dallas show. Some guy from New York City bought them all from me.
Oh, I bought this at a Philly show a while back, and I had it graded with SGC. And it was from the 2011 Michael Jackson Panini set. and it had a relic swatch on it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. And what is that? What kind of relic is it? Like a shirt?
Yeah, it just says on the back, it says, piece of material was cut from an authentic item personally worn by Michael Jackson. It says 1971 for publicity photos for Jackson 5 National Tour.
Oh, nice.
I've seen another one from the same set that says it was cut from a performance done on the Flip Richards television show or something from a Jackson 5.
Let's see here. Purple Haze, like that Tarantino card. Yes, I do. You know, I see his Tarantino's theater is like right up the street from where I live. I also see Tarantino at a lot of movies all the time. Well, definitely before COVID. He'll always sit like in the very front row by himself. So, Steve, if you ever come out to visit LA, maybe I'll take you to one of the movies. You can run into Tarantino. Maybe he'll sign your card because he's very friendly. He'll talk to anyone.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. So bring your cards with you, dude. Merleworld Cards Local 514. What is the 514? I'm Local 700, Editors Guild. So I don't know what 514 is. But Stephen Irwin Crocodile Hunter Auto Card is a beauty. Do either of you own one? No, that'd be pretty cool, though. I bet it's expensive.
I don't.
Have you seen one?
I saw one on my slabs last night.
Oh, really?
Ironic enough, and it was a SGC slab. It had a really, really hefty price tag on it because I remember saying, "Man, that's a cool." Yeah, I remember saying, "Man, that's an awesome card," and then looking at the price tag, and I was like, "Man, but I can't spend that kind of money on."
How much? May I ask how much it was?
It was in the thousands.
I can imagine.
It may have even been like 9,000. I'm not sure though.
I mean, what? He's been dead like 15 years?
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Bendy's already married with child. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess so. Time flies. Like
I know, right? Trader Griff's, The Great Outdoors, Summer Rental, and Uncle Buck are classics. I guess he's talking about John Candy.
Yeah.
He's been dead like 30 years. Diversified Collectibles. I need a Tom Hanks Hostess card for my PC eventually. Yeah, get one. And they're very still affordable, weren't they, Steve? Didn't you find plenty on there on eBay?
And there's three in that set, and I know that it's considered his first card, but I don't know which one people prefer. You have just the headshot.
This is cool,
and then there's
right?
There's one of him dancing on the piano at FAO Schwartz from that famous scene in the movie Big. They're all three from the movie Big.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, none of the cards have the actors' names on them. They just have the title of the movie. So what it was they made like 3 cards from a bunch of famous movies from that year, like License to Drive. So there's like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim in that set. I think A River Runs Through It or something like that. There's some movies that got like River Phoenix in there. Not A River Runs Through It, but
what was that?
Got River Phoenix in it anyway.
I forget what the movie was called. It's around 88, right?
Yeah, and there's a the set is from 88. I got them right here. So.
Like Little Nikita or something.
There's a Nightmare on Elm Street. So there's a Freddy Krueger card in here.
Ooh.
That actually may appeal to some people. I mean, it just says Nightmare on Elm Street and it's Freddy Krueger.
That one's kind of hard to see, but that's definitely Freddy Krueger. There you go. You can see that one. You see him in the sweater.
License to Drive with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Short Circuit.
Where's Johnny?
Running on Empty. Is that River
Running
Phoenix?
on Empty. Oh, yeah. That's where they were on the run all the time. His family were from the law.
Yeah, that would be the River Phoenix one. The Rescue, right. So you get like an old Kevin Dillon card in here, I think. My New Car. Never heard of this. That movie.
My New Car?
Right Night. So some of the movies are classics, like the ones we talked about. You know, the stuff with Chevy Chase. The Chevy Chase card is from Funny Farm.
Oh my gosh.
But movies, those old Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, and John Candy movies are going to all be classics. And then you just got some movies from the 80s that were either a product of their time, didn't stand the test of time, or whatever. So they're just movies we've forgotten about.
Yeah, Ink Paper Wax Collector, he said the Hostess are the earliest Aykroyd and Chase cards as well. They fit well in the tobacco card penny sleeves you can get so they don't slide around in the top loader. So there you go. Oh, there's Jordan here. Merlin, where's your wig? Dude, it gets really hot in that. Oh, you my cousin Bobby one? I'm wearing my Coachella hat. I
just saw Trader Griff's comment. Trader Griff said the Celtics and Bucks are going to a Game 7, so yes.
Oh, they just won. Oh, my God, I forgot about the game. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm holding you up on the Celtics game.
Oh, no, that's okay. When I watch them, they lose.
Let's see what it is.
Every time.
Yeah. The Celtics won 108-95, guys. It is going to Game 7. Awesome.
They should have not lost the games that they lost. But anyway, every time I'm on live stream, they win.
Oh, so you have to be on live stream, right?
Every time I've been on live stream, they've won.
Oh, my goodness. Brian Basketball, members only jacket was a must. Oh, of course, yes. We all had members only and parachute pants. Steve, you had parachute pants, dude? Yes or no?
I don't know if I ever had parachute pants.
Was that before your time?
No, I remember them. I probably was wearing Zubaz around the time everybody else was wearing parachute pants.
Zubaz.
Because I was more in the sports. You're going to hear a train, but I was more in the sports, so it was like Zubaz.
Oh, here's ACRC. Ooh, I like that name. Thoughts 85 penny smash hits Madonna rookie. Funny you ask. I just had one and just sold it recently. It was an SGC1 because some bastard wrote on the back of it on marker a number 2. And I asked my SGC rep why, because I thought it was a beautiful card and it was it's jumbo card. Why it got a 1, and they actually answered is because the reason was because someone wrote on marker a number 2 on the back. And I was like, well, what would happen if I erased it? Like, would I get a 4 or 5? Like, I don't know. But I just sold it recently for about, I think, like $450. So there you go.
Well,
I did have one.
I have a question for you and for Chad.
Okay.
Yeah. So the question for you is going to be 3.
Okay.
Pick 3. And then the question for Chad would just be 1. If you could pick, or if there was 3 cards of musicians or rock groups that you want for your collection that you either can't find or you can find and haven't, it exists, you haven't been able to obtain it. I don't want to say grails because people's grails change all the time, but what are 3 that you would really track down into chat? If you're strictly a sports card collector and all that, that's fine, but I believe everybody relates to some form of entertainment. If there could be an oddball card of a singer or something from you guys from chat, who would be somebody that they would want?
Well, I think I already have one of that
print,
card.
Right?
Yes,
Warner Brothers
but I would
print?
like a better grade of it. Definitely.
Okay.
Like a higher end grade, because mine right now is a PSA 4. But I would like one of a PSA 8 or better, if that could ever happen.
That would be expensive too,
yes,
wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. It definitely.
Oh, man.
Definitely. And then my other one, let me see if I have it. Who else you asking the question to? Directing the
just
question?
chat if they have anybody out there that they would like.
So, folks, here is the one that he's talking about. This was my Holy Grail, and I found out about it the very first Dallas show I ever attended back in January. So I kept trying to get one, and I finally got my hands on one a few months ago and got it graded. So this is 1979 Warner Brothers promotional set that they gave out to distributors, entire set. And this is actually, believe it or not, this is Prince's actual rookie card. And it's funny, this came out in 1979, and, he's pretty much naked here. And he's actually 19 years old, and this is his debut album that they're promoting. And they made the back of this card out as if this was his true rookie, like he was an athlete. And they talked to they wrote it out like he was a rookie, played it out like an NBA rookie card or something, which I found pretty, interesting, pretty amazing. And then another Grail card also comes from that set of mine. My other favorite artist, who I never saw this band together, but I have seen the lead singer many times. He's one of my favorite artists. And I just saw him, I saw him at Coachella, and then I saw him at the Shrine Auditorium do a solo thing. He's been on Broadway for the past few years. Do you know who he is? He's been on Broadway doing this tour.
No, when you originally said it was a card of, or it was someone else in that set, the first thing, but then you started adding to it.
Guess who it is?
Well, the first thing that popped in my head was Bob Marley, because I know that card is popular in that set.
He's dead.
I know that, but that card's popular in that set. That's why.
Yes, he is. Yes. This band is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's still performing. Like I said, he's performing on Broadway. When I saw him at the Shrine, it was pretty amazing. When I looked, I was in the pit. I took my friends, my girlfriend. I saw Flea in the pit, bobbing his head on one side. I saw Billy Idol. I saw the lead singer from Alabama Shakes, and I couldn't quit watching them get into the music. He's got lots of hits from the 80s. They're an 80s band. Then he had several hits as a solo artist.
Oh, man.
You know a lot of his hits.
I'm sure that I do.
They started in the late 70s.
I'm probably going to kick my butt. It's not Phil Collins.
No. They have a concert movie that's considered one of the best concert movies of all time.
I don't know, man. You got me.
He's known for his suit. His very large suit. Even though he only wears it once in the concert movie. I
don't know, Merle. You're giving me all the hints and I still can't get it.
Let me tell you, if I can get one more, give you another clue.
Chad, help me out.
One of their biggest hits, the first word of the song is burning.
Not the Talking Heads.
Yes, Talking Heads. So David Byrne.
Okay.
And I got this one. Woo! And I got a pretty good grade on it too. The Talking Heads. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. I see David Byrne every time he comes to Los Angeles, and I make sure I'm either in the first few rows or in the pit. I'll spend top dollar just to see him. And I do the same with Prince, but Prince has passed away. So I have a lot of stories about their shows. So there you go. So I've got my Holy Grails.
I mean,
and the other one is Nirvana.
If I had to pick three, I would love to have an Alice in Chains card, and I saw Cousin 11 said Lane Staley, but I would like an Alice in Chains, and I find a lot of the 90s grunge bands and stuff like that, but I've never really found a card of Alice in Chains.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have seen them. No, maybe I haven't. In the Panini Smash Hits.
What year?
The same year that Green Day is in. I don't want to say 95, but
oh really?
Maybe there is a Lane Staley card in there. Maybe there is a Lane Staley in there. I can't quite remember. I think there might be.
Oh, wow.
But it might be a piece, because he had to piece stickers together to form the band.
Yeah.
So it might just be a piece. Another one I would really like would be an AC/DC.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Now, I know they have a 94. I know they have the 90 or the 90. Yeah, the 94 Argentina rock cards, I believe. But they have earlier stuff. There's an 85 Smash Hits, I believe, of just Angus. I don't know if there's a whole band because I haven't seen it, but I've seen an 85 smash hits of Angus by himself. And I've seen, I think it's a 73 or 74 Panini picture pop. And it's one of the larger size stickers, like the ones I showed you earlier in the big slabs, of Brian Johnson, but he's with his previous band.
Yeah, it was not Bon Scott. Yeah.
Yeah. But Brian Johnson with his previous band. So, question for you, music question. Are you a Bon Scott or Brian Johnson guy?
I mean, a little both. I mean, Bon Scott was such a little part of their time, and Brian. I mean, but you realize that those guys, it's not about them. It's about Angus. Angus' guitar is the lead singer, not the vocals. When you see him, you realize that Angus' guitar is the lead singer.
Yeah, I mean.
And the vocals are kind of like the backdrop.
I mean, Angus's guitar is definitely the foundation. It's definitely the sound. It's the AC/DC sound. You hear those chords, how he plays them, and you're like, that's AC/DC. You don't have to hear any lyrics, and you know who it is. Mm-hmm. But I also think Brian Johnson is so distinct that he works so well with that band. Coming off of somebody like Bon Scott, who wasn't what you would call a great singer. He wouldn't win competitions on The Voice these days. No, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, doesn't mean he couldn't sing. But I mean, it was a good transition because they both had that raspy type voice. But I grew up, the Back in Black album was the first album I really got into. So Brian Johnson was kind of who I got into, and then went back and started listening to their earlier catalogs. I was too young for like Highway to Hell and things like that. So I had to backtrack to listen to that. So for me, the first singer I heard was Brian Johnson, even though he wasn't necessarily their first singer. And what about Van Halen? We talked about Van Halen earlier. Are you a David Lee Roth or a Hagar guy?
David, of course.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hands down.
And you know what? They were a different band and did different kind of music and all that, but they weren't a bad band. Like with Hagar, they were still a good band. Their songs were just different. They were dialed back. They weren't edgy. They were love songs. Like if you would have slapped
they became a synth pop band to me.
Yeah, but if you would have slapped any other kind of name on them other than Van Halen, you'd have been like, hey, that's a pretty good band. But for them to be the Van Halen label, that's I think where the drawback comes in at.
Right. Yeah, I mean, David Lee Roth, I found him as Party Boys, fun, having a good time. Mm-hmm. Then it became, the synth pop love pop band or something,
Yeah.
I mean, they had good hooks, but it was just
some of the songs were good. I like
to me.
I thought Pound Cake was a good song.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun, but then 3 or 4 months you hear it on the radio, you got sick of it.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess the case with anything.
True. You
said you wanted to quiz me tonight. I don't know when you want to
I'll get that on soon. Let me go through these questions. Let's go through that, and then I'm going to do all that too. Let's get through them first. Pittsburgh, Anthony, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Then Diversified Collectibles, nice. Travolta, I have a Leaf Pop Century Pink Ed O'Neill from Married with Children and Modern Family that I recently picked up for my PC. Good to hear. Grant Duckworth, Fury and Steve. Oh my goodness. The Brian Basketball's No Sleep Till Brooklyn, great song. The Tom Petty rookie is the 97 Monty Gum Punk, the new wave set. Ooh, have to look for that one, Steve. I would like to get that one. I love Tom Petty. Steve, here's one you need to know, some trivia for you, that I went to the very last Tom Petty concert at the Hollywood Bowl. And I have a signed poster as well, but not from Tom Petty, but from the artist. That was serial numbered out of 150. That shows that I went to that concert. That I have framed and everything. But I would love to have that Tom Petty 1970 Monty Gum card. So I'm going to go look for that one. That would be a nice new holy grail for me now.
I'm wondering. I have now. Someone commented on one of my old videos the other day about how some of my stuff was mislabeled by PSA. Now I don't know because I didn't submit it. I bought it this way, so I didn't tell PSA how to label it. But I have this '72 Monty Gum Mick Jagger.
Oh, that's so cool, dude.
And somebody told me that this was not. I think that this wasn't a '72. That this might have been a '77. That PSA was wrong on their research because there is no dates or anything on these. So this may be the set that Tom Petty might come out of.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not 100% sure.
I have to go look for it. If you can find it, let me know. I want to look for it. I want to get one. My hands on one, definitely. I love Tom Petty. I saw some really good. Living in LA, you get to see great shows. That is like the perks of living in Los Angeles. You see a lot of freaking great shows, and you see shows that you will never get to see anywhere else. And I mean, man, special guests sometimes, and surprise shows, and you'll see them at crazy venues. I mean, I saw Petty one time. What was the name of his old band from Florida? What were they
Not
called?
the Heartbreakers.
No. The name of the old band before he formed Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I don't know. I only remember him with the Heartbreakers.
Can't think off the top of my head. Anybody remembers what Tom Petty's old band was called before he was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers? Let me know.
Would that have been before Refugee?
Yeah, right before that.
Okay, see, I don't go any further back than that.
When he was in Florida. Brad. Here he is. Yo. What's up, Brad? Wake and Break Sports. Axel C. What's up, guys? Any epic concert tickets? I wish I saved all my concert tickets. I really regret it, man, because I have been to I guarantee you, thousands of shows. I mean, Steve, there was a point for almost 20 years. I bet you I went to a show almost every night in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah. I was never that.
I was a concert junkie.
I mean, I wish. I never have done anything like that. And I have some concert tickets from concerts that I've gone to. I have managed to save pretty much all the concert tickets I've gone to, but none of them are like super duper special because, well, I wouldn't consider them old. None of mine are like older than the early 90s. So it's not like I have a Led Zeppelin ticket or the Who.
I never
ticket.
saw Led Zeppelin. I wish I did. Did you?
No, I haven't. I wish. I mean, one of my first concerts, rock concerts. I mean, I saw Pink Floyd in
Division Bell, right?
'94. Yes.
Right. I wish.
So no Roger Waters. There wasn't no Roger Waters, but I got Gilmore, Wright, and Mason. So, I was happy with that.
I've seen them all separately. But not together.
Yeah, and the first concert my wife ever saw, I took her to when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and that was Aerosmith during the 9 Lives tour.
Nice.
And we saw that over in Washington, D.C. That one was pretty cool, too. I think I saw my concert ticket to that.
Have you ever been to a festival?
Yes, they hold a festival like right where I work like every year. That always has a ton of bands. In fact, Tom Petty was there.
Oh, wow.
Like a year before he passed away or 2 years before he passed away. It's called the Firefly Festival. I don't know if anybody
I've heard of it.
Yeah, the Firefly Festival was held at Dover Downs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's right down the street. It's actually one of the casinos here in Delaware. So
that's where it is. Okay.
It's like usually like a 3-day event. They usually have like an older... They cater to the different age groups in the crowd. So you got younger stuff, and then they always have like an older headliner. This year, I think with their older headliners are like Green Day and Weezer and things like that. But I remember when Tom Petty came, and the year before that, I believe it was Paul McCartney. I can't remember the years in a row, but that was some of the. They had Bob Dylan one year, so they always had some older acts there.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, in July, the casino that I work at, we also always the last 2 weeks of July, we also have an event at the casino I work at. Now it doesn't have a name, but it's a 2-week period where they have a show every night at the outdoor venue at the concert or at the casino. And I know that this year ZZ Top is going to be there, which is one that I want to see too, even though
part of them, 1/3 of them passed away.
Yeah, but
okay. So Steve, let's do the quiz right now, shall we? I've got a little special for you. Okay, we're gonna take a little break from the questions. We still need to show some cards, but I'm gonna do a little a quiz, Steve quiz. Okay, ready, Steve? This will be short and sweet. Okay, Steve, what was the former name of Pearl Jam?
Mookie Blaylock, that one.
Well, that's good. Okay, and before and after that?
After that? I mean, I remember when they were Mookie Blaylock.
Okay.
After Mookie Blaylock?
I think that was right. Okay, I'll take Mookie Blaylock. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll take that one. Okay, you win. Okay, you got a point for it. Okay. Okay, next question. Okay. Next question. This will be a harder one. Okay, this new band member. There's a new band member. He just joined us recently, and he was formerly in the band the Chili Peppers, and when they got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he became the youngest member in the Hall of Fame at age 32, beating what's his face, Stevie Wonder, who was previously inducted at 38. Do you know who this current member of Pearl Jam is?
Pearl Jam got a new member? How long ago?
2019.
Man, last time I remember them getting a new member that was a part of the core band was Matt Campbell, the drummer, but he's been with them way longer than that. I didn't even know they had a new member.
But I'm giving you the biggest clues. He was with the Chili Peppers from 2009 to 2019. Do you know much about the Chili Peppers?
I mean, I do. Like, I can name the Chili Peppers lineup.
Okay.
And I know
this guitarist.
The only guitarist from the Chili Peppers that I remember them having that wasn't the original lineup was like Dave Navarro, but he's older than that.
No.
He's older than me.
Like this guy is about 42 years old now. He's the same age of my girlfriend.
No, I don't know.
He used to be in a band also called Warpaint. Steve, I thought Steve was going to answer this easily. I didn't know.
No, because like Pearl Jam, I don't keep up with Pearl Jam as into, up to date on the day with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right, but I thought
Pearl Jam
know
is a
Chili
nostalgic
Peppers
to me and things like that. Chili Peppers, I'm all about. Kiedis,
okay,
Flea,
that's fine.
Frusciante,
It's I'll give you it's
Jack
Josh
Irons
Klingloffer. Josh Klingloffer.
Josh Klingloffer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I saw Pearl Jam Saturday, they played all their greatest hits. Steve, when Pearl Jam plays their greatest hits, what's the first song they usually begin with?
When they play their greatest hits?
Yes.
I've only ever been to one live Pearl Jam concert.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, they played everything. What do they consider to be like their greatest hits?
Like everything. They play everything.
Yeah, because at the show
let me tell you, I knew 90% of the songs. That's pretty much. And I don't know like all their albums. I will tell you that much. And I knew 90% of the songs they sung.
I mean, the only thing I would be able to go by is if I could remember what they played first at the concert that I went to. Because the concert I went to in Italy, they played over 40 songs.
Oh my, that's a lot of songs, dude.
Yeah, they had three
They sing a lot of covers as well?
Yes.
Now, that sounds like when I saw them in 2008. They sung like Baba O'Reilly, and then they had Neil Young come out, and they sung Keep on Rocking in the Free World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they began with Release Me.
Release Me is what they started with at the concert I went to.
There you go. You won, Steve. Good job. All right.
Yeah, Release Me.
Okay, and
It started slow.
Yeah, that's what they began with at this show, okay?
And the cover songs they did at the concert, they did Comfortably Numb, which was a Pink Floyd song.
Oh, my God. They didn't do any covers at this one.
Oh, and then Eddie did Imagine while the rest of the band took a break.
Oh, my
so
God.
Eddie did acoustic version of Imagine by John Lennon.
They didn't do any covers at this one, but what regular Pearl Jam hit would you think they would end with?
Alive?
Bingo! Good job. Steve, guess what you won, buddy?
Nothing.
Yes, you did, sir. You won a Pearl Jam exclusive LA t-shirt, man, that I will mail out to you. Look at that.
Sweet.
Pearl Jam Los Angeles. And it's exclusive just for that show.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to mail that out to you, so make sure you message me your address again, because I don't...
Look, I have this nearby because I wanted to point this out. Like, one of my viewers sent me this a while back, and I wear it on my live streams and stuff.
Ooh, that's a beautiful one, too.
This is a Pearl Jam hoodie. So I went to the show in Rome in 2018 on the European tour. And then I think before Rome, they played Milan. I can't quite remember. One of the shows right before that, a guy, one of my viewers on YouTube, his cousin lives in Italy and was working on the cleanup crews at one of the concerts. And they had left behind a big cardboard box. And when they opened it, it was loaded with these hoodies. And he got his cousin to send one to him to send to me, because you know how much I like Pearl Jam. Which was just an awesome gift from a viewer.
Right. I was buying it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give Steve one, too. I'm going to make him do a quiz, though. I thought you were going to fly through it, though. But you did pretty good, Steve, so I'm going to send that out to you.
Which one did I get? I didn't get the guitarist.
I thought you would know that, because it's like, you know, if anybody knows Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam, it's going to be Steve. But I was wrong on that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that guitar player at all with either band.
Yeah, Josh Klinghoffer. He's from L.A. and he actually, his like little side project was the opening act too. And then the only other kind of weird thing they did, they had a little tribute to oh my gosh, I blanked out. What's his name from Foo Fighters? They did a tribute to him.
Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins, and then some of the guys from the Chili Peppers came out. Two of the guys. Okay. Flea and Chad Smith. And they played one of the Taylor Hawkins songs, but not a song I'm really familiar with. And then it was weird. Eddie Vedder went on this weird rant about his buddy Bill Murray and saying Bill Murray's not a weird perv or anything, and people please forgive him.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I've always liked Pearl Jam's music, and I've always liked the band members and stuff. Sometimes Eddie can be a certain way that I question every now and then. You know, I haven't really followed them, you know, recently, like up to date on. I've listened to some of their newer music. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of some of their newer stuff. I don't know. To me, I'm still stuck in the 90s Pearl Jam stuff, even though I like, you know, their newer albums like Yield and things like that. But, you know, one big thing about Pearl Jam is I relate to a lot of their songs. Like I said, music is a lot of memories to me. A lot of their songs I attach to certain moments in my life or certain people who have been with me in my life. And now that those days have come and gone, even though they're still around producing things and stuff like that, it's still those songs that are the ones that I'm like, you know, and it's not even like I'm saying, hey, go listen to Pearl Jam 10, because everybody knows it's an iconic album.
Yeah, they played like, I feel like every song from that album that night.
Elderly Woman Behind a Shelf in a Small Town. That is a big time song to me. And, you know, it's not the typical Pearl Jam Black that everybody likes.
Right.
That's everybody else's emotional song. Mine is that one. So
I love it. Yeah, it was a great show. My girlfriend really didn't know much of the songs either, but she enjoyed it. And then one of my best friends, he and his wife went Friday night, and he texted me the next day and goes, dude, or he texted me on Sunday and he goes, consider yourself lucky. We went the night that they played nothing but deep tracks, and his wife was pissed because she didn't know any of the songs. And she heard that they played nothing but hits on our night.
oh.
I was like, oh, I didn't know they did that. So Friday night they played nothing but deep tracks, and Saturday they played nothing but hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I saw Pearl Jam in Italy, they had to cancel the show before mine. So their
Really?
stop before Rome, they had to cancel because Eddie was having throat issues.
Oh no.
So I was like, oh man, I hope they don't cancel our show. But when they came out and did our show, it was like they did 2 shows in one. It was like they did over 40 songs. Like I said, they did so many songs I didn't think that they were going to do. Like State of Love and Trust and Rear View Mirror. Like I didn't think that they were going to do those, and they did. Especially when they did State of Love and Trust. I just didn't think they would do State of Love and Trust at a concert. And I was just blown away. And they had to make them leave the stage. Eddie had said, we're going to play until they make us leave. And he said that in the beginning, and every band says that. Every band says what the fans want to hear.
Right.
So he's like, we're going to play till they make us leave, effing leave, right? Till they kick us off the effing stage. And you're like, yeah. Well, like 3.5 hours later, they're still playing. It's like 1 a.m. And they turned the lights on. Now, this is in a soccer stadium, mind you, outdoors in Italy.
Wow.
It was in a Stadio Olimpico, their major soccer stadium where they play all their big national games and stuff.
Oh, you're so lucky.
They turned up the stadium lights because Pearl Jam is still out there playing and not leaving. So they turned up all the lights and everything, and then they went ahead and they did a live and they wrapped it up.
That's crazy. Let's answer some more questions, Steve. But yeah, man, I'm so jealous on that one. I'd love to see that in a soccer stadium in Italy, man. That would be amazing to see. That's definitely a great trip. I bet that was a great memory, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what was awesome was the universal language of music, right? Everybody around us was speaking Italian, didn't know much English or anything. It was just me, my wife, and my daughter, and a swarm of, people in Italy, in their home country, speaking Italian and things like that. And when they started singing, and when Pearl Jam went on, they knew every lyric to every song in English.
I bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. It's so great. I want to see a show in, another country, in Europe or somewhere. It'd be wonderful. Or South America. Purple Haze, Steve. Have you seen the Battle of the Bands GPK cards? Some good stuff in there, like the Beastie Boys. Do you know those?
Is that Garbage Pail Kid cards?
Oh, is that what that is?
Maybe.
Garbage Pail cards?
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe that's what that
I
means.
guess so. Oh, I wonder what year those are.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Oh, Purple Haze, he knows what I'm talking about. Purple Haze, the New Beverly Cinema is awesome. Quentin shows some classics there. Yeah, that's right down the street from me. So he knows where I live, my area. Oh, The River's Edge. That's a great movie. The Celtics Bucks going to Game 7 on Sunday. Yes, they are. And you saw the Mavs. The Mavs are going to Game 7 too. When's that? Tomorrow? And the Suns? Mavs and Suns? When's Game 7 for them, Steve?
Are they 3-3? If they're 3-3, that must have came out last night, right? So then they will go
in Phoenix tomorrow, I think, right?
Tomorrow, the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
88 Top Fright Flicks is an amazing set. Top Fright Flicks?
Maybe that's like horror movies or something.
Right. Tops. Toa, Jason Tatum took over. Now, I know you own a few Tatum cards, right? You're a big Tatum collector.
I'm not what you would say a Tatum collector. Like, Tatum was... He's a guy that I like because he's on my favorite team. But again, I don't get attached to the sports cards. Like, the Celtic that I collect is Larry Bird. Mm-hmm. Actually, all of my Tatums sold in Atlanta.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, he was one of the first players that... Him and Jaylen Brown. They were two of the first players that I sold out of. And I was super surprised, super shocked.
Everybody, Steve was the king of pump and dumping in Atlanta. Everything was... Dude, that guy dumped everything in Atlanta, man. He was killing it.
You know, the stuff that I sold in Atlanta was stuff that I didn't even expect to sell.
I know. You were killing it, dude.
Like, everybody knew I had said, hey, I'm buying a Marvel collection off somebody because I need inventory for Atlanta. So I went there and I had a full showcase of Marvel cards. And I was selling Hall of Fame basketball autographs is what I was selling a majority of. Dr. J, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. I sold my Magic Kareem dual auto. I got really good for that. I sold my Kobe auto. So it was like, that stuff moved. I only moved like 3 of the PMGs at Atlanta, and they were like the Marvel card collectors, I think.
Wait a minute, I thought you moved more PMGs than 3.
No, I moved some Vibraniums and some Jambalayas. You know who recently bought up most of the rest of my Marvel cards was Steve Aoki.
Get out of here. How was that? Through who?
He bought a card off me on eBay, and I contacted him and said, this is what else I have.
Okay.
And I sold a lot of it to them. My Ghost Rider Blue PMG, he bought. My Falcon Blue PMG, he bought. About 5 of my Vibranium Refines he bought. He said he was trying to build that set.
Okay.
And the PMG set he was trying to complete, too.
Oh, wow.
In blue.
So, Friedman says, the Iggy Pop 77 Monty Punk. Have you seen that one, Steve? Are you a big fan of Iggy Pop?
I know
Want to
Iggy
Be
Pop
Your
is.
Dog, the Stooges.
The 77 Monty Punk, would that be like the 77 Monty Gum that we talked about?
I think so, yeah. Remember someone was talking about that earlier in the conversation. Yeah. I want to check into that. I was really big into punk and new wave back in those days. Cousin 11 here. I would love a Lane Staley card. You were talking about that earlier, too.
Yeah.
Elvis. Yeah, Elvis would just be hard, wouldn't it? What would be the earliest Elvis cards? Like 50s? Would there be some in the 50s?
Yeah, he has like a Don Russ set that's all him, just different poses of him. He has a 68 and 69 Cantante stickers. He has earlier Dutch series gum prints and stuff like that. It's really hard to pinpoint what are the good Elvis cards to get because he has a lot. You know, I find that you typically can't go wrong with the Panini stickers because everybody knows Panini stickers.
Correct.
The Dutch gum stuff, it's kind of hazy on what the exact years are and things like that. They're really cool, don't get me wrong. But I feel like the 68, 69 Panini Cantante sets is just, you can't go wrong with a lot of those.
No, definitely. Now, Trader Griff said a Cobain auto card. Have you seen one, Trader Griff's? That'd be amazing. If I saw a Cobain auto card, that would definitely be a holy grail for me, for sure. Because, I mean, I have this one, Steve. I have a PSA 9 of the Nirvana.
Oh, you have a nice 9.
Card.
I have an SGC 8.5. I don't have a PSA 9, though.
Yeah, I went chasing for this one. But luckily, they were so hard to get. But someone reached out to me on IG and sold me one. So I was very fortunate. One of the viewers reached out to me. So thank you so much, whoever that was.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have an SGC 8.5.
That's just as good too, yeah. Because I send like the guy who sold a bunch to me in Atlanta, they all came back with. Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got a Dave Grohl.
Oh, when's that? What is that one from? Is that
That's Argentina rock cards. The Argentina rock cards from '94.
Sweet. Those are sweet. Now I wonder why PSA never grades those.
They don't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Rejected. Yes.
Oh, that's
that's
good
what-
to know because I was about to send them. I was about to send them a Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, that's what happened with yours. I sent them to graded at PSA, and they got rejected, and I had to rush and get them graded at SGC. And I asked the guy if I could hurry up and get them rushed in time for the National so I could give them to you, and he did, luckily.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like freaking out. And he said he would help me, and I was like, thank you so much.
oh man, that's good to know because I do. I actually have hit a card saver ready to go.
No, they'll reject them all, and I sent them to them since other cards. I sent the Nirvana cards to them as well. Not too
There's a
recently, they
Zion
rejected
from
them.
the Zion from that HGA slab that I just
Nice.
busted and went wrong. I have a Bruce Springsteen I want to send in,
Oh,
85.
sweet, I like that.
But yeah, that was the Chili Peppers I was going to send in, but I guess not.
Yeah, they don't like those Argentina rock cards for some reason. But BGS and SGC will grade them.
Okay.
And I think
Well,
I think they even got rejected by HGA when I sent them to HGA at one point.
Well, I had those ready to go because I won in the PSA queue, back when. Now they just announced this week that economy's open to everybody. So now I'm not going to.
I
Yeah.
just sent a regular economy just the other day.
Well, I was rushing that order in because I had 30 days to get it in after winning in the queue,
Mm-hmm.
and I really didn't have enough cards to send. And some of those I didn't even really wanted to send. I was just throwing stuff together so I'd have an order. Now, because I don't feel pressured to do the order, I'm going to hold off on it.
Yeah, and I have a membership and everything, so it kind of sucks now that you can't have that membership privilege for your economy. Let's see here. Beatles.
I still think you got to have a membership to use the economy. You just don't.
Oh,
even
you
though they
do?
don't have-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want to get it like too saturated. Purple Haze, Cobain Auto would be nice. Yeah, man, if there was Cobain Auto card, oh, wow, I bet that thing has to be expensive. Are there cards of the Smiths or the Morrissey? I'm sure I'll have to look for them. That'd be pretty cool. Sugar Performance, I have a Pantera Projects in the Jungle album, which is autographed by all members. Wow. It was the album release party. Rest in peace, Diamond Vinny. Wow. Okay, Steve, show me some more cards, dude. I need to see some cards.
All
I'm
right.
hungry for your cards, dude. Let's do it. We're done with the questions.
Well, you want a music card or a movie card?
I want some music, man. Show me the music.
Music?
Anyway, here is, we saw Sexy Steve as J-Lo, and here's one of my J-Lo autographs. She got this back the other day. This is not Steve. This is actual J-Lo autograph that came back at PSA 9. And this, like Steve said, this is Pop Century. And Steve, you said that Fanatics is taking over Pop Century?
No, Fanatics wants to put out their own pop
Oh,
culture
version of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, this
Let
is
me
not
get
a
to my
numbered
music
card.
card.
This is just a generic, non-numbered card of Jennifer Lopez.
Because a lot of my music cards are not super new.
That's okay, Steve. What was the very first music card that you purchased and why?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. Well, tell the viewers.
Right here. I have it right here. Anybody who goes way back with my channel will know the question to this before I even answer.
And
Or
I'm
answer
sure
this
I know
before-
too what it is, but for the people audience
Yeah.
that doesn't know,
I think you know.
I think I know too.
The 1975 Pop Stars, so it's one of the bigger ones. Pink Floyd.
Yes, it is. Yep, you still
You'll
have
take
it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever going to let that one go, are you?
No, this is like a Pop 2, none higher. It's impossible to find them raw. And when I bought this, I think I paid $30. So
And
And a
you
PSA
bought it
8.
raw or you bought it graded?
I bought it graded,
Wow. And what's the grade on it?
an 8.
An 8. Okay, and
PSA 8.
just out of curiosity's sake, what do you think its value is now?
You know, whenever something has such a low pop, it's all about, to somebody who doesn't like Pink Floyd, it's not worth anything, right?
Of course, yes.
Um,
That's way for all these cards. Like many people don't understand why people pay for, cardboard.
Well,
People's
yeah.
faces
Well,
on
I mean,
cardboard.
but I mean, typically in like sports, I don't have to like Zion Williamson or Luka Doncic for them to have value, right?
Right.
I don't personally have to like them, and somebody buying them off me doesn't go around and necessarily buy them off me because they like them. They buy them because they think they have investment potential.
Mm-hmm.
That Pink Floyd, to somebody who liked Pink Floyd, like me, okay, this is how I relate it. Because these cards are junk wax. The 91 Pro Set rock and roll cards are junk wax.
Right.
You can buy this
God, you have a
Soundgarden card like all day long for probably $3, right?
Correct.
You can buy a whole box of this stuff for like $15 and bust the packs.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $200 for this Soundgarden PSA 10.
Man.
And to a lot of people that they look at me and be like, "You're crazy. That's $200 waste." And I realize that if I ever if I tried to resell this, more than likely I'm not going to find anybody that's going to give me what I paid for it. It would have to be.
I disagree. I disagree.
You think?
Yeah.
I think it would have to be that person. Let's just say it has limited liquidity.
Yeah, it'll take some time, but you're going to find that person.
It would have to be me, right?
There's plenty of you.
That's what I mean.
I would. To me, $200 is a steal.
But that's what I mean. It would have to be somebody with my same mindset. It wouldn't be just any old body that doesn't give a crap or doesn't even know who Soundgarden is. It would have to be somebody like me who was attached to that band for some reason or another, just like my Pink Floyd sticker, and would be, I want to collect it. Ultimately, it's a collector's card. It's not a card that somebody's looking to buy and flip. It's a collector's card.
It's music, entertainment, memorabilia.
Mm-hmm. So, that's where when I buy these, I don't look at, is that card worth what they're asking for it? Usually it's more or less, can I afford it? Or is it ridiculously expensive? If somebody had a $600 or $700 price tag on it, I would be like, man, I really, really like that card, but I can't spend that money on it. But for $200, even though it still seemed expensive, I bought it, And even before I bought it, I showed it to my wife, and my wife was like, not that I need her permission to do anything. She was just like, because my card money is completely different than any money that we share.
Right.
And she saw that card, and she was like, you got to buy that. She goes, that card is you. That card speaks you. You know what I mean?
So true.
So I was like, yeah, you're right. Why am I being tight? I just need to buy it. But the Pink Floyd was the first one that really got me going, and then I think the second one I bought was the Rolling Stones.
But let's go back to the Floyd. What would you appraise it at today's value? If you took that at a card show now these days, what would you price it at, like realistically?
Okay, so if I was pricing it to actually sell it, because some people put ridiculous prices on their cards because they really have no intentions.
Yeah,
they really have no intentions of selling them. They just want them.
Right, exactly.
But for the right price, everything usually has a price tag on it. Gosh, that's a hard question. Because I turned down $1,500 for a Rolling Stones, and I'm not even attached to it like I am for the Pink Floyd.
Exactly.
Could I see a Pink Floyd fan possibly paying me $800 to $1,200 for it? Maybe. Do I want to sell it for that? No.
No, of course.
You know what I mean? Could I see it realistically being a $500 to $600 sticker if I put it in a showcase? Do I think it would take long to move at that price? Probably not.
No.
But it's a hard question because I've never sat down and analyzed any of these cards.
But can I go on eBay right now and find that sticker even raw available on eBay?
No, and if you can, it's not going to be many. They're not going to look good, and if you do find one, it's probably going to cost you $100 raw to even buy it.
Yeah, my point. That's what I'm trying to state right now to the audience, that this card is hard to get.
And these are bigger. They're even hard to keep. I have a couple I need to grade, like this Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. That is so sweet.
I need to get that one graded.
I love it.
Yeah, I have a Who also. I don't know where I put that one, but I have a Who from the same set. But those are 1975. I have a couple other Who. The Who. I have a couple other The Who. I have the 68 Panini Cantanti and a PSA 7. I once saw the Who Cantanti in a PSA 10 sell.
Whoa.
Yeah. And this is a 1962 Dutch, the Who. It's a PSA 4.
Oh, nice.
And I even got
I saw the Who at the Bowl right before, I think it was November of 2019, right before COVID.
I even got Heart in here in a PSA 8.
Oh, wow. That looks like what, 80s? Late 80s?
That's a 1988 Fans,
Yeah, you can tell.
Rock and Pop Stars.
Oh, nice.
And I know there's probably not a lot of Heart fans out there, but for some reason I always liked Heart. I actually had a...
Me too. I
had
their
a
albums in the
Ann
80s.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, like Barracuda Ann Wilson.
Of course. Man, love that stuff.
Magic Man Ann Wilson. Yeah.
I loved it. Now, what director is What's-Her-Face married to?
Well, one of the Wilsons?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
The blonde. What's the blonde's name?
That's Nancy, right?
Nancy, yes. She's married to what famous director? Jerry Maguire. Almost Famous.
Is that James Cameron?
No. Cameron Crowe.
No.
You're like my girlfriend. She got them mixed up the other night too. We went to see Doctor Strange. She saw Avatar and she's like, "Isn't that Cameron Crowe?" I was like, "No, James Cameron." But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to state, like finding these music cards, like you said, like not only they're hard to find graded, they're even more hard to find just raw. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even like the more current, like modern vintage stuff, like things from the '90s, they're hard. Like we said, are hard to find. Like finding the Snoop Dogg cards are hard to find. Finding the Will Smith or the Nirvana or the like you said, the Snoop Dogg. I mean, they're tough to find. And even like these cards, I don't know if you collect these either. Like people are very amazed that I have these, and I've tried to look for more of these type of cards on eBay or elsewhere, and I can't find these. Like the Topps Trumps cards, and these are from the past decade. This is from 2015. Like I have a Drake card, and this is the Drake first solo card, not the one, the Panini one with Justin Bieber from 2010, but this is 2015. So this would be his very first solo card. And then, believe it or not, this would be Adele's very first rookie card from the very first set. And I've been looking, Steve, if you ever come across these sets, please let me know. Because I've looked for the sets high and low, and I cannot find them. And it's like, here it is. And viewers, if you can find these sets, please, hit me up. If you have these sets, hit me up. Because I know they come from Europe, from the UK. Top Trumps Pop Stars. And there's all kinds of goodies from this set. I think there is a Ariana Grande. There's a Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. They're all from this set. And it's pretty much their rookie cards. So Adele, I got an SGC 9, which is pretty cool. I mean, all the music cards are very hard to find from almost every decade. That's what Steve and I are trying to tell you.
I have one Topps Trumps card, and it was a gift.
What was that?
It's not a musician. But
was it Elon Musk?
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, you got that from what's his name? The Amwax. Yes.
Yeah. Which was cool.
He's definitely very prominent now. Well, he's put Twitter on hold right now. So we'll see. Oh, and here's another card from that Warner Brothers set, the B-52s.
Oh, okay.
They were still very young back then. I've been collecting. I want to get that Bob Marley one too, and I think there's a Steve Martin that I want from this set. There's a Fleetwood Mac I want from that set. And there's a few more. I want the Bob Marley, and I think there's Jimi Hendrix. And did you know, I showed you there's a Grace Jones. You remember Grace Jones?
Mm-hmm.
She's from that set. I'm going to see her at the Hollywood Bowl this summer.
Grace Jones, I think I remember her from like some movies like Conan the Barbarian or something.
And the James Bond, remember?
Yeah.
James Bond. And then you know what the second Prince card is after the Holy Grail one I showed you from 79? And that one would be the 1985 Panini Smash Hits one. This one right here. Do you have this one?
I know he has an 85 Smash Hits in the Purple Rain getup. That's that one right there, right?
Is that what that one is? Yeah, I think there's another one from this year too, but I think there's two. But I have this one.
Couple in that set. That would probably be the image that everybody would like because that's the typical, Prince 80s.
So I sold a few of these. I sold a few of these in the Del Mar show, at this like grade, and they were very affordable. So people just wanted to own a Prince card. They just want to, own one. That's it. They didn't want to, try to flip it or anything. They just wanted to have one. Same with the Snoop Dogs.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people at sports card shows, at trade nights, go through my box, and I usually might have 4 or 5 stickers with me. And they always ask about the Jimi Hendrix and the Snoop Dogg, but So
you have some Snoop Dogs, right?
I have one. I have a PSA 8.
Yeah. They're very liquid cards. They move very well.
Yeah, it garners a lot of attention.
It does. Yeah. And then LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one, too. I think there's a Puff Daddy from that set, too.
Oh, there is? I don't have that one.
Yeah.
And then Beyonce's very first year card, again, like I showed you, the Topps Trumps. This is the 2003 Top Trumps. This is her very, very first card, 2003. And these cards are very taller, but SGC has a cut, a slab for these cards, Topps Trumps, for it. I think if you send them to PSA, they'll make a jumbo card, the slab for it. They won't use them in their regular slabs, but SGC will use their regular slab for it.
So PSA probably uses a slab like this because when I sent this in, I thought they were going to try to put it in a regular slab.
Oh, show me.
This is a Van Halen.
Oh, that's Steve. I love that card, dude.
1985. This was one of the first.
Oh my God, I love that card.
Yeah, one of the first ones I ever bought raw and submitted myself, and they graded it a 4, and it looks really, really, really good. I think it was an inexperienced grader that may have thought that this was yellowed or something, but it's not. David Lee Roth's pants are just actually kind of yellowed. Because when you look at his shoes and everything, they're bright white. So, but it was cool. I was only sending it in to get it slabbed.
Oh man, that's a classic photo, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they always had really good group photos together. And when I was looking for the Adele, I was like, oh, is there any Adele? I was trying to find the earliest one. I came across these. I don't know if you ever seen them. There's these weird sketch cards from Leaf. Did you ever see these? And they come from the National Convention. And this one's from 2012. And it's, sorry, I have bad eyes. The artist is Kevin John, and they're from Leaf. And this is a sketch card from 2012 from the National Convention. And if you notice the back of it, it kind of looks like when they're printing plates. You know how their printing plates look like? And here she is smoking. Look at that, Steve. Smoking, and it says Adele. And BGS actually would grade it, and they gave me a 9, which I found very odd.
Yeah, man, there's just so much stuff out there that you don't even know.
And then I got
every night. I search Panini Contanti, praying to find something. Oh, that's the Bieber.
This is a Bieber from Panini Americana. This one's from 2011, so this is after his Panini 2010 cards. But this one I just randomly came across, and this one is a press proof, numbered out of 50. And I've never seen one come across.
I've been buying a lot of the Panini. So since you showed that, I can show some of these.
Oh, let's do it. Show me some more, Steve. Please.
I've been buying a lot of the Donruss Americana and Panini, just the proofs, because they're super cheap. You go on ComC and get them for $3. Like I showed you the Tarantino out of 50.
Right.
But
now, where'd you find that card? On eBay?
The Tarantino I found on eBay.
Okay.
This whole stack here I just had sent home a couple weeks ago from ComC. I did show them on a live stream, so you may have seen a lot of them. But I got 2 Bernie Macs. One of them is a relic.
Oh, yeah. I see the one on the left. Right.
Yeah, with 2 pieces of shirt. And it's numbered out of 50. And this one is just a silver proof, numbered out of 50. Some older ones or some older people like James Dean. I got numbered out of 50. Ron Howard, numbered out of 50.
The director, right? And Opie Taylor. Opie Cunningham.
Cedric the Entertainer. This was a gold, numbered out of 25.
Nice.
Ed O'Neill. This one's out of 50 also.
Ed O'Neill from Married with Children and Modern Family.
Yeah, I got a couple of these. These are Marilyn Monroe's out of 50.
Oh, you got all kinds of... You've been collecting a lot of celebrity cards.
And then I got a Kurt Russell gold out of 25.
We all know Kurt Russell, married to Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, speaking of Goldie Hawn, I picked up her Donruss Americana autograph.
Okay, oh, that's pretty cool.
And that's numbered out of 20.
Wow, you have been collecting a lot of celebrities.
But like this whole stack I just showed you, I picked up and I scooped them off ComC, and I probably didn't even pay $40 for all of them. You know, it was
right.
$4, $3, $5. So I was just, grab these with them also. These are both the same. 2 Ronald Reagan cards.
I was like, oh, hope they're autographed.
No, but they're gold. They're gold proofs, numbered out of 10.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're from Panini Americana 2012. They're both numbered out of 10, so I have 2 of the 10.
Oh, wow. Well, that's one of the things I have here, because I know he's not getting any younger. Speaking of presidents, I have Jimmy Carter cut autograph that came from Decision 2020 past year, and I sent it to PSA, and they actually graded it, gave me a 9.9 on it. And this one is numbered out of 10. I think it's right here, numbered out of 10. So I'll hold on this one for a while. So like I said, I don't think he's getting any younger.
Yeah, I don't have many autographs. I wish I had more celebrity autographs. I mean, I have a Gary Sinise out of 75.
Gary Sinise, we all know him.
Yeah. I showed the John Travolta earlier. One of my favorites is the Burt Reynolds relic auto.
I love Burt. Who doesn't love Burt?
Yeah, so that's an auto. That's an auto and shirt, and it says the shirt was worn on the set of Evening Shade. So,
oh wow,
it's numbered out of 25.
That's a classic, definitely. Who doesn't love Burt Reynolds, man?
And there's just a lot of the celebrity cut relic stuff that I was buying that you've seen a lot of. I got the Marilyn Monroe relic, and John Wayne
Hero,
and this one's Marlon Brando,
1954.
Yeah, and these are all numbered.
What's the fabrics in those, Steve?
Yeah, the fabric.
What's in it? What are they? Does it say?
Some of them will actually say what they were worn in, and some of them will just say it was worn by the actor.
Okay. Does it say like it's like a shirt or pants or just something?
This one says. This one just says authentic items worn by Marlon Brando. From 52 to 55 on the waterfront.
Okay. Great famous movie, award-winning movie.
I wish it was The Godfather.
Well, On the Waterfront's a classic too. It was an Oscar-winning movie.
And then in the John Wayne says True Grit.
True Grit, great award-winning movie as well.
And the Marilyn Monroe says Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot, classic. Definitely. Seen them all. Seen all those movies. You seen them, Steve?
I haven't.
Oh, you got to watch them, man.
I haven't.
You got to sit there and watch them. They're great.
Yeah, I guess they probably are. I'm
a film nerd, so I've probably seen them all like a few
I don't
times.
watch a lot of television. Like Marlon Brando, I like from his roles in The Godfather and movies like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta watch his early stuff. They're great. I mean, I don't know if you can. My girlfriend couldn't sit through the old movies. They're too slow paced for her, but I can. Let's see here. Diversified Collectibles. He said Hank Williams Sr. card would be cool from when he was alive. Do you have a Hank Williams card?
I do not. No.
Oh, wow. Oh, Brian Basketball. Smashing Pumpkins are going to play at the Zoo Amphitheater here in OKC next month. Yeah, I know Smashing Pumpkins and who is it? Jane's Addiction are going on tour. I know they're playing at the Hollywood Bowl here as well in Los Angeles. I know they were on Howard Stern promoting their tour together. Oh yeah, I think he just said it here. Card Vibe, Jane's Addiction, and Smashing Pumpkins are going on tour. Met Perry Farrell in Venice Beach, where they both live at times. Yeah, they were on the Howard Stern promoting their tour together. I've seen them many times. You've seen Jane's Addiction and Smashing Pumpkins, Steve?
No, I haven't seen either.
Steve, I'm surprised, man.
Well, they don't come around like my area a whole lot. I hear Perry Farrell's really, really good performer on stage, but
he is. I've definitely.
I've never.
One time I was at. Have you ever heard of Amoeba Records here in Los Angeles?
It rings a bell.
It's like this, like a 30,000. Well, it was their old venue. They moved about a year ago. It was a 30,000 square foot venue, like a record place and DVDs and everything. And they had a small stage. And one time I was walking in on a Friday, like 2 PM. I got off work early, and I was going through some, looking through records for, because I had a DJ that weekend back when I was still DJing vinyl. This is what, 2002, 2003. And I guess they were recording across the street. This was in Hollywood. And Jane's Addiction just came in and did an impromptu concert. They did 5 songs, and Dave Navarro was in it and everything. And I was just just standing there, happened to be there, and they just started playing. Did a 30-minute set. I was like, "Whoa, dude, so awesome!"
Yeah, I like Jane's Addiction. To be honest, though, I've never been a really huge fan of Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh yeah, you not into Billy Corgan?
They were okay. They just weren't so much my vibe. In that era of 90s music, there was a pecking order of bands that I liked, and I didn't dislike Smashing Pumpkins. They just weren't up there in the pecking order of, there might be a song of theirs that I might have on a playlist, but it wasn't like, hey, let's put in the Smashing Pumpkins album and listen to all the way through.
So let's see. Who are you more into, Third Eye Blind or Collective Soul?
Third Eye Blind.
Okay.
Right, if I'm getting Third Eye Blind, right? Third Eye Blind.
Yes.
Semi Charmed Life.
Yes.
Graduate.
Yes.
How's It Gonna Be?
Yes.
Yeah, Third Eye Blind for sure.
Good. Just checking, but Collective Soul. Actually, one of my buddy who actually, I told you, took his wife to see Pearl Jam on the non-hits night. He made me go see them one night. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to see Collective Soul. And it was weird. This was 10 years ago. We saw them at the Roxy. And it was weird. I didn't realize. I knew almost every song they played. I didn't know they had so many hits.
They have a lot of decent songs. The thing that Collective Soul got wrapped up in was that they tried to make them a grunge band when they weren't a grunge band. Because that's when all the Seattle bands...
the cheap man's version of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, that's when all the grunge bands were popular, and Collective Soul came along, and they sounded a little bit different, and they threw them in flannel shirts and thought that they could fool everybody. But that was it. It wasn't that they were really bad. It was just, I liked some of their songs, actually, but I think I'd rather listen to Better Than Ezra.
Oh my gosh, I've totally forgotten about them. Okay, here's a good one. Trader Griff's, what's the first show you guys saw? Okay, mine was, I was 8 years old. My dad took me in Nashville, Tennessee to see Elton John.
Mine was nowhere
that
near
was
that.
1978. Again, that dates me. 1978. How about you?
Yeah, mine was nowhere near that cool. Mine's embarrassing, actually. I'm going to get laughed at.
Why
now,
is that?
mind you, I was probably in elementary school, but or middle school, and it was because it was local. It was like right near where I live. Color Me Bad.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't even
That was
a
your
rock
first concert? My
Well, if you
gosh.
want to call it a concert.
I think I already saw like 100 concerts at that point. Wow.
Yeah, like I was probably 11 or 12.
Oh, wow.
I really don't count that one, but you know,
You got a mulligan for that one?
yeah.
That's okay, Steve. So what was your next one after that then? After the mulligan?
Let's see. It might have been Pink Floyd in '94.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Impressive.
I didn't get a lot of chances to go to concerts, right? Like I said before, I was raised by my grandparents.
Right.
They were like really old school and just didn't do a lot of the extra, what you would consider luxury type things.
Mhm.
So yeah, and the only reason I got to go to the concerts I got to go to was because a friend of mine had 2 tickets to Color Me Bad and had nobody else to go, so I went. And then the Pink Floyd concert I went to because a girl that I was dating at the time, her parents had money and they bought the Pink Floyd tickets, and I happened to be lucky enough to be dating her to go to the concert.
Damn.
So
That had to be a big change from the Color Me Bad concert.
yeah. And then, then once I got out on my own and started getting along with my career and things like that, my wife loves live music, so we started going to a lot of concerts. and
Good,
things
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It's great when you date someone that loves concerts as much as you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that
I'll
is too.
say, it's always like, hey, what do you want to do this summer? Where do you want to go on vacation? And she's like, I don't care what we do this summer as long as we hear some live music.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it's that.
And then when you're single and you start dating people and then you date someone who does not like the same stuff you do, you're just like, oh my God, next. You're like, oh my goodness. And they just like cheesy pop stuff and you're just like, oh no. I'm like, oh my
She's
goodness.
a huge Dave Matthews Band fan, which I'm
very eclectic. I'm very
Yeah.
eclectic, and I love indie rock too. Like I love like bands that are starting out. Like I like to go to like the small venues and see bands like the indie rock and that are just starting. And the first time they're like Coachella or something. They're at the small tents and everything. And that's not that way anymore. But still, I'm happy to see Like I saw like Arcade Fire for the first time at a small venue when half the band was like on the floor. You know what I mean? And that was like, I can say that I saw that. You know what I mean? That was great. That was like '04. And then I saw them again at Coachella, and that was like their breakthrough, show was at Coachella. Was Arcade Fire. I don't know if you like Arcade Fire or not. I saw the Killers for like their first time ever. But I've even seen like even newer acts. I've seen like Rufus the Soul. I don't know if I've heard of them. Like more like dance acts or Odessa. Seen like bands like that too.
Okay.
I still keep up with the new stuff. But I'm into music, so I keep listening to new stuff and I listen to old stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm taking my girlfriend Friday at the new SoFi Theater at SoFi Stadium. We're gonna go see the band Bastille. She loves them. They're a British dance pop band.
Didn't they do the song from like Pompeii or something?
Yes, good one, Steve. Yay!
Yeah, I know them.
And they did a song with DJ Marshmallow.
Okay.
Yeah, she loves them. They're a total chick band, but They're fun. Let's see. We got some new questions here.
I think we may be way behind on comments.
And right? Sugar Performance. We have a lot of questions today. I have a Zeppelin ticket from Dallas. The show was canceled because Bonham died. So that was definitely early 80s, man. What was that, 81? And then after that, they got together and became the Honey Drippers. Remember that, Steve? The Honey Drippers?
No.
When Robert Plant and Jimmy Page started singing all those, like, 50 songs, and they wore really ridiculous 80s clothes. Friedman, that Tom Petty last show ticket would be nice to have. Well, it really wasn't a ticket. It was just a PDF, ticket I got from StubHub. And I bought the ticket the day of. And the crazy thing was, I bought it from StubHub, and it was raining outside. And me and my buddy got a great seat right in the middle of the Hollywood Bowl for like $20, Steve. Like middle section, like great seats, middle seats that would have normally cost like $100. We got for $20 just because it rained that morning. And I bought them right away. I'm glad I went. Firefly. Oh, Firefly. He's talking about the Firefly. Okay.
Yeah, that's how far back we are. What is the time on these comments?
I know. 8:38. Mother Love. Oh, Mother. That was what I was going to ask you, Steve. Yes, sorry. Mother Love Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Love Bone.
Right. That was
Hoffer. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Mother Love Bone was a portion of Pearl Jam before they were Pearl
thank you.
Andy Wood was the singer.
Teen Spirit. Oh, look at this. Matt's first concert was Weird Al. Actually, I'm going to go see Weird Al next month at the Will Turn because I guess he has that movie or series coming out on Hulu that, Daniel Radcliffe is playing Weird Al. And I think Daniel Radcliffe is going to be on stage with him. But I can't wait to see that. Have you ever seen Weird Al in concert?
Never in concert, no.
Oh my God, you have to see. If you ever have a chance to see Weird Al, go see him. You will laugh your ass off. Like your ribs will hurt. He's hilarious. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl like 5 years ago. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Believe it or not, man. Every show he's in full costume, man. And he puts 110% into the show.
Did you ever listen to any Mother Love Bone back then? Like,
oh yeah, a little. Mm-hmm.
Like the very, very start of grunge. Like,
yeah.
There's a YouTube viewer that actually pointed out to me at one time an Andy Wood PSA certified autograph. Now it was a cut, but it was a YouTube viewer that pointed that out to me one time, just being helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, it might be controversial. You might not even want to talk about it.
Okay.
But it's a YouTube content creator that don't agree with everything that he says. It can be very, I don't know, expressive. A guy named A Sports Reckoning.
Oh God, that guy.
And I know that he said stuff about like he doesn't like Dan and things like that, but
yeah, I think he even said things about you at one point.
Yeah, but
so I'm surprised you mentioned them.
Well, like I don't let it bother me because I think that's just some people's outlet sometimes. Okay, he has the Michael Jackson story.
Oh God.
But it's funny because and a lot of people aren't going to agree with me. I find the Michael Jackson story, if you can get past some of the I don't like the content where he talks about other people in the hobby and things like that and talks poorly about people. I don't like that content, but I really do like the Michael Jackson content. So if you can get past that, I like the Michael Jackson stuff. But that's me. I'm the kind of person that's into mysterious things, especially when people start like showing me research and things like that. That's me, though.
That's a lot of mysterious things. Let's see what Jordan Hudson says here. One of my favorite concerts I went to was Sammy Hagar at Mud Island. Oh, I have loved Mud Island. Memphis, Tennessee. I saw REM there once, and Eddie Van Halen showed up halfway through the show. It was fucking awesome. Oh God, I bet it. What year was that, man? Jordan, that sounds great. Trader Griff's, that must have been awesome. Yeah, it was. My first concert was Black Sabbath. My parents took me when I was 12. Jesus Christ. And my first concert was Skinner and 38 Special when I was in 6th grade. I think that was Steve's too, wasn't it, Steve?
It wasn't my first, but I have the
okay.
I've seen 38 Special.
What's So Don't Hold Loosely? Is that one?
Yeah, Hold On Loosely. Caught Up in You. Caught Up in You is another super popular one.
Yeah.
I think Rockin' to the Night, something. Rockin' into the night. Something like that.
Yeah.
We were
Scott Scorch
rocking
and Nikki
into
Sixx.
the night.
Oh my gosh, what's this one? Oh my god, everybody's reminiscing here. Real Asset Collector, the RAC. Megadeth, age 15, got my ass kicked in the pit. Dude, yeah. Well, more power to you, man. Whew. I was at the Italy show as well. Did you know that, Steve? Friedman was.
Oh,
man.
no, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Wow, we're getting some connections here,
Rome,
man.
in Rome? I mean, they did a whole European tour. They did.
Yeah, which city were you in at that concert? I went to the last Van Hagar concert ever. Steve, did you go to the David Lee Roth reunion Van Halen show? What was that, like, 5-6 years ago? I went to that one. That was great. I saw that one at the Bowl. That was a great show.
I'm going to say the last big show that I've been to.
No, I'm talking about the Van Halen, the David Lee Roth.
Yeah, no,
reunion.
not Van Halen, and even the last big show that I've been to was probably pre-COVID. And then the concert tickets that I had after COVID, I had to give away.
You know, the very last concert I went to right before COVID was like right before my birthday. Well, besides Tim and Eric, I went to Tim and Eric's awesome show. My girlfriend took me for my birthday. But the big one was at the Staples Center. My best friend, it was his birthday actually, on March 4th. We saw Kiss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Pearl Jam.
David Lee Roth opened up for him.
I saw Pearl Jam in June of 2018, and in July of 2018, I saw Foo Fighters at Fenway Park.
On one hand, that's yeah. We had tickets to see them at the new Bank of California, the soccer stadium here, but of course, they canceled.
Yeah. Then I had bought Hella Mega Tour concert tickets for my daughter, myself, and my wife. I bought 4 tickets for my daughter and a friend, and me and my wife to go see the Hella Mega Tour with Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy. And it got canceled because of COVID, but it got rescheduled to a year from the date. So the concert tickets were still valid. All you had to do was show up with your concert tickets. They were still good. But within that time period, my daughter decided to get a serious boyfriend.
Yeah.
Somebody was
going to marry, right?
Yeah. So somebody was on the outs. Somebody had to give up their ticket for him.
Oh, and who was that person with the short straw?
That was me.
Oh,
so
no.
my wife, my daughter, my daughter's friend, and my daughter's boyfriend went without me.
Oh, no. You're one hell of a father.
The things you do for your kids.
I hope you got a good consolation prize out of it.
Yeah, I had to work.
Oh, no.
I worked instead.
Oh, gosh.
And then when we went to Iceland in 2019, we were going to see Ed Sheeran in Reykjavik, but
my girlfriend loves him.
Yeah, it didn't work out either. Like, we were there, but it just didn't happen.
Steve, why are you trying to make me cry, dude?
No, it's all right. Iceland was still awesome.
Okay, I bet it was. Yeah, of course. Thank you very much. Okay, wait a minute. I just got Purple Haze. Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. Okay, Steve. By the way, just watched your vlog you posted today. That was good stuff, man. Some real good talk. So I want to make sure I share that with you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks.
The J-Lo rookie is in the 92 in Living Color set. Oh, did you know that, Steve?
I know
Fly
that.
Girls.
Yeah, I've seen the Jim Carrey cards from that also.
Yeah, so wouldn't that also be Rosie Perez and Carrie Inaba from Dancing with Stars? All 3 of them.
Is Rosie Perez on the Living Color?
Mm-hmm. She was a Fly Girl.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, and so was Carrie and Abba from
I'm not sure who that
Stars
is. Maybe I'm getting Rosie Perez mixed up with somebody.
You know, Rosie Perez from the the actress, the Latina,
Like,
the short one. Yes, yes.
Okay, I didn't know she was a Fly Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Freeman, 91 Brockham rock cards and go. Real Asset Collector, RAC. Man, we've got so many questions tonight. Just got back from my Snoop rookie sub back recently. Wow, got a PSA 9. Pop 2. Dude, congratulations. That is really good. Very impressive. They are hard to get, man. MP, Flipping Steve, that's awesome. I think your images are juxtaposed. I thought Merle would be in COS. What's he saying? With COS?
Costume, maybe?
Huh?
Costume, maybe?
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I mean, I got my prints on. That's just good enough. You want to see any more? You know, guys, I am wearing the thong that he's actually wearing. Would you like to see that?
But Merle did the intro, which
Yes.
Merle, I couldn't hear being backstage. I couldn't hear the intro. It was muted.
Oh,
So
really?
I could see it, but I'm going to go back and watch it when we're done so I can see it.
Yeah, and I'll post an Instagram version of it too, Steve. So prepare yourselves, okay? Ink paper wax collector. I am the seller of the Steve Irwin on my slabs. Did you know that, Steve?
I didn't know. I've seen the card on My Slabs, but I didn't know who the seller was. You know, My Slabs took that option away. You can't see who you're buying your cards from anymore.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, wow.
Not until you buy it.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
It's
Yeah, because
funny
I know that they'll come and hit me back on forth. Either they'll hit me on Instagram, eBay, and My Slabs all the time.
And I have this card.
I saw your card on all three.
I have this card in front of me, which relates to this story. This Ice Cube SGC 10.
What year is that?
1991 Premier Rat Pack.
Oh, that's like a true rookie then, right?
I think so, yeah. There's multiple NWA cards and stuff in here, but this is the solo Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought that off My Slabs,
That's a
and
good
when
one.
I went to buy it, it flashed up the person that I was buying it from, and it said Sean Dozalek.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Dozalek is the guy that won my national giveaway last year, and that I met at the national and hung out with. And I was like, man, and I wish I would have known that
Oh, wow.
beforehand. I know, right? I ended up buying a card off the guy that won the national giveaway from me last year, but I didn't know that it was him selling it until I had already bought it and paid for it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, he should give you a discount. Send you a refund. Oh, yeah. Eminem Rookie is the 03 Tops Trumps as well. Yeah, no, I have those too, ink paper.
Yeah, he has those perforated cards that nobody will grade.
No, I know. Yeah, a lot of people have gotten those, and Oprah Winfrey comes to those, but I told you nobody grades them. Diversified collectibles. Big Trouble in Little China is my jam. That's a good movie too, with Kurt Russell.
Pork chop.
Trader Griff's. I want a Burt Reynolds Deliverance relic card. Ooh boy, with some banjo in it, or some squill, some pig squilling. One card at a time. How about a Debbie Does Dallas game use card, Steve-O?
Yeah.
Jane's Addiction puts on a great show. Yes, they do. You've been caught stealing since you were 5, Steve?
Never.
I saw Flea playing bass with them. Oh, yeah, he's great, man. Real Asset Collector. This is entertaining, honestly, but the question is literally like 45 minutes behind the live chat. I know, guys. Sorry. We've been doing so much here.
Yeah, we're trying to burn through them now.
See love. Oh, yeah, here it is. Rome, Friedman. Sorry, guys.
We're catching up now, I think, though.
Fun fact about David Lee Roth. He's a trained EMT and did over 200 ride-alongs. Yeah, I heard that. Imagine Roth showing up to your emergency. Like, oh, yeah, woo! This Diamond Dave, baby! I'm gonna do a CPR on you, man.
If he had a YouTube sports channel, would he be called David Lee Roth Cards?
Whoa, that's a good one, Steve. That's right, man.
Nah, that's
David
terrible.
Lee Roth.
That's a terrible joke.
Last concert I saw was Tuesday. ZZ Top with Supertramp opening. You saw that on Tuesday? What? You saw that on Tuesday? You saw ZZ Top with Supertramp opening up. Wow. That's a like
Now
some
you know Merle.
blast from the past.
When we're at the National,
Yeah.
there would probably be some shows going on in Atlantic City. It's the summertime. They have all kinds of concerts going
Yeah.
on the beach, in the casinos, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I should look.
Steve, name a Supertramp song.
Logic.
Mm-hmm.
The Logic song.
And remember what was so unique about the Logic song? Especially, well, when I was a kid, when that song came out, there was something really unique that I had in my possession at that time that all the kids loved that they sampled in this song. Do you know what it was?
Hold on, let me sing it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it in my head. You mean like an instrument?
It was not really an instrument. They used something that kids played with at the time. That was very popular during this time.
When was that song? Was that a 70s song or an 80s song?
It was like, I think 80, 81.
I don't know.
And so every time I hear this song, it reminds me of this game I played. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it if singing it, though. It means you go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
Does anybody in the audience here know what I'm talking about? It's the electronic football game. Like when you got tackled, that noise, they sample it in the middle of the song.
Oh, like one of the handheld electronic?
Yeah.
That just had the dots on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah, Rosie Perez, the side boob is legendary. Oh yes, it was, man. Yes, I recorded that on VCR, and I think I messed that VCR up to high heaven with Rosie.
Goodbye Stranger is another good.
Oh my God! Goodbye, stranger. It's been nice. Hope you found your paradise. That's not singing, Steve. My girlfriend has to listen to me all the time. I drive her bananas singing. David Lee Roth was in sports cars. He might as well pump it up.
He changed the lyrics from jump to pump instead of might as well jump.
Might as well pump. Oh, we should do that as a theme song. That will be one of our shows. Dump and pump. Might as well pump. Might as well pump. Dump and pump. Well, Steve. Oh, I was going to show you real quick. Hold on here. Another thing. So yeah, here's a celebrity card. This is my Pam Anderson, her nightgown and autograph. I always tell people it's panties, and before they encapsulate it, you could actually scratch and sniff it. That was a joke, but
what does that even come out of?
It's Canadian. It's a Canadian something. In the game. Yeah, from In the Game Canadian. This is kind of cool.
I saw a Inkworks Ozzy Osbourne autograph card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from like the Osbourne's television show.
Yeah, no, I've been looking for one of those too, but I saw someone in Dallas. They wanted way too much for it, and I was trying to haggle, but they didn't want to come down at all on it.
Axl Rose and Slash Friedman both have cards in the Argentina rock set. I don't know if it's 94 or 97. 94.
Autographed?
No, Friedman's just asking if Axl Rose or Slash have any rookies.
Oh, okay.
In that set, you'll find Guns N' Roses as a band, and then you'll also find like all the members individually too.
And then I'll show you this because you see like those Topps cards of Lady Gaga, like the inauguration ones, but I think this is actually her rookie is actually that same Topps Trump. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually think it's the 2015. And this is the only one I have of Lady Gaga, which is her rookie 2015. And I just sold the Ariana Grande just recently of hers and the Kanye West one. No, I didn't. It wasn't Kanye. It was the Ariana Grande and something else. I forgot what I sold. Totally blanked out. But it was somebody.
Yeah, I think you have a lot more of like the newer people who are popular right now.
I do, because I just figured that would sell more to the younger crowd. And here's what I wanted to show you, Steve. Here's what I'm talking about. So here is like one of the first of Jimi Hendrix. That's from like '68.
Oh yeah.
It kind of has a weird back to it.
He has a '68 Cantante, but his '68 Cantante is the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Right. I've seen that one. And then here's that OK VIP, like you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's the art card.
Right. And that's, like I said, that's a Panini brand. It's just called OK VIP. And that's a very interesting set. If you go and look at that set, I also have a Clint Eastwood one. But there's weird, like dictators and everything. There's like Castro, Mussolini, and Hitler. It's really, it's very interesting. But then there's also like Ali and like all the soccer players like Pele and stuff.
I've been looking at a lot of the 1900 and 1901 Ogden, Guinea Ogden gold.
Oh yeah,
cards and like William Shakespeare and Jules Verne and different ones like that. I think they're really cool.
And I just got this back.
Is that the Doors?
Uh-huh.
Is that the 68 or 9? That's 9.
It's 9. Why, there's a 68 one too?
I don't know if they have a 68 or not.
Okay. Well, this is the earliest one I could find, so I thought...
What's the grade on that one?
I just got a 2, dude. I thought it was going to get better than that. I'm surprised I got just a 2. So I don't know why. Sometimes they come back with weird grades.
I got the Jimi Hendrix 69, and I have a 7. I submitted it myself. And I don't know why I got a 7. Like I wasn't complaining about my 7, but I compared it to another one that I saw that was an 8. And in comparison, they weren't even nowhere near.
Dude, look at that. Trust me, that is better than a 2. Mm-hmm. I thought this one would come back at 6 or 7. I am so surprised. Like, this is sharp corners, everything. So I am totally puzzled. And then here's a Justin Timberlake card. It's like, this is like a rare insert from 2000. But actually, he has rare jumbo cards from 1999. Panini stickers. They're called Winterland, but they're imports. And they're like this big. But you can get those too and get them graded, I guess. But they're, they'll come in a big slab if you get them graded.
Yeah. Man, there's so much stuff out there. It's so...
I know.
There's a lot out there, but it's so hard to find.
It is. I mean, Steve, we can just keep going, forever and ever, man. I mean, we'll just have to do an entire show, like go to a card show and just sell nothing but music cards one day. But the Del Mar show that we did in San Diego, that was my best sells. My best, besides the Star Wars cards, my best sells were music cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, it was different. I didn't make any big sales. I didn't sell like my most expensive music cards, but like the little things, like the $100, the $300 range, were the best sells because people thought those were cool. Yeah, and
little things that people like to. Yeah, people will add a cool, neat, unique card to their collection for the right price. They won't. A lot of people won't necessarily spend huge money on it because they don't see it as an investment and don't want to have the money tied into it. Mm-hmm. But people will pay a certain price for cool, for neat, and that definition is different for everybody. Mm-hmm.
And then here is like one of my most precious gems here. Here she is. Here's Brittany. And that's numbered out of 5. That's numbered out of 5. Autographed as a BGS 95 with a 10 auto. And that's a Pop Century Leaf, like Steve and I have been talking about all night.
It wasn't one of your first videos, but it was a video I remember you watching. You were set up at a card show outdoors. You were under a tent. And I remember you just being like, free Britney, free Britney. You had just gotten some Britney Spears graded cards.
That was like a year ago, correct?
And that's when she was like her family or something had her like...
Conservatorship. That had just begun.
Yeah.
The whole trial thing, yes.
Yeah.
And now she's preggers. Now
Oh,
she's
really?
3 and pregnant. Yes. She's very
Kevin
free now.
Federline?
Yeah. No. She's got like a 20-year-old boyfriend now.
Damn.
Yes. So that's it. So I think we're done with the questions. Well, there's one more. Purple Haze said, how about a Rick James rookie card, a Dave Chappelle Rick James dual auto, be only if it's possible. Rest in peace, Rick James. You got one of those?
It'd have to have a Charlie Murphy on it, too.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy.
Chappelle, Charlie Murphy, Rick James, triple auto.
Auto patch.
Yeah.
Krusty, what was the Krusty guy? The...
Hey, don't put it by Leaf. Leaf can make it. It seems that they have endless rolls of stickers of random autographs.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Well, guys, I haven't even had dinner yet. It's what my girlfriend's like. Where the hell has he been? It's 10 o'clock already here. Steve, thank you all, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We had a great show. Steve, thank you, Show Me, for all your music and celebrity cards. It's always a pleasure and honor having you. I hope we can have more in the near future. And I hope that I see you in the near future. Hopefully I'll see you at the National. I'll be at the Toronto show in 1st of June. I don't know if you'll be at that one, Steve. Have you ever been in Toronto?
I've never been to Toronto. Closest I've been to Toronto is a small town in Canada called St. Catharines.
Well, this will be my first time. I'll be with the great curator. We'll be doing that show. And then we'll be in Chicago in mid-June at that show. And then I'll be in Dallas in mid-July so I can claim my table. I won't be in Dallas next week because, like I said, it's my girlfriend's birthday. And then I guess I'll see you in at the National, right?
Yeah, which days are you coming into the National?
I guess we'll come in on like Wednesday. I mean, I'm not going to stay there. I think we're going to get an Airbnb and just drive over there. That's the best we can do with Dan and his family. So we're just going to drive over there.
Okay.
I'm not spending $1,500 for a room. That's ridiculous, man.
You know what's weird is
when you're traveling all the time.
There's starting to be non-sports card shows popping up. There's one in Philly.
Wow, really?
Next weekend, the week of the Dallas show.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big one in Philly. It says non-sports card show. So it's going to have vintage and all kinds of different stuff that we've been talking about there. And then there's one in Chicago, I think that's going on tomorrow, the 13th.
Mm.
So I'm like, I want to get
That
out
could
to
be a
one of
good
the
chance to find some, non-sports celebrity music cards,
Yeah.
right?
Because, like you go to like we talked about it earlier, you go to the sports card shows and you might find one or two people like yourself. You might be the only one there. I would like to be a customer walking around at one of these non-sports card shows. I just think I would have a field day just looking. Even
How
just
did you find out about these?
Ryan from Breakout Cards, you familiar with him, right?
Definitely.
He somebody asked me on my live stream the other night if I had ever been to one, and I'm like, no, I didn't even know they existed. I was like, but if there is one coming up, somebody hit me on Instagram, and he immediately sent me, and he said that he's actually skipping the Dallas show to go to the Philly non-sports card show.
Oh, wow. Well, if you go, let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Do some, checking out for me and let me know.
It would be fun, even if I didn't go to buy a lot, just to discover stuff, to see stuff that I didn't know was up there.
Oh my God, Steve, you got to read Purple Haze here. This is going to crack you up. Merle and Steve ain't leaving till the soccer stadium lights turn on.
Yeah, right. We come for a third encore.
Lights out, party's over, folks. Yeah, the encore's on, man. Hope you got your lighters out, folks. Okay, Steve. Well, I'm going to go eat some dinner, dude. So the soccer lights are on. We've done the last encore. Steve, we'll do another show soon, okay, brother?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend, brother. Okay?
All right,
so
man,
everybody
you too.
check Flippin' Steve out. Make sure you tune in his channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Please subscribe to Flippin' Steve. And please make sure you subscribe to Merleworld at Merle Cards. Hit the like button. And please hit that bell button so you can see more live streams with Steve and Merle. And, we'll be on till the lights come on, folks.
Hey,
at the soccer
when Merle
stadium.
gets to
What's up?
1,000, when Merle gets to 1,000, he's got the stand-ups back there.
Those stand-ups are yours, guys. I'll be giving away the Michael Jackson. See right here, Michael and Brittany is one of yours, guys. once I get 1,000 subscribers. So be here until the lights come on. Bye, everyone. See y'all later.